All right, hello, welcome back to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. We back again, obviously, as you know. We're trying to power through this, but finding the time is quite difficult at the moment. I would like to do these more often, just to power through the end of this Man United Career Mode and move on to something else. But like I said, time is not my friend at the moment. There's just been a lot on. Basically, just to sum it up, work has been busy because it's been Valentine's weekend. It's kind of calming down now, which isn't as bad. I've got a day off today, so that's not too bad. But then I've got my car to get fixed. The MOT of that runs out on Saturday, and I'm trying to desperately find somewhere for it to get fixed in time. But I don't think I will, so I'll be without a car for a bit. So it's trying to get that sorted as well. It's just been a busy time period with a lack of streams, really. But we are back today to go again for some Manchester United fun and games. So let's see what we have in the calendar today. What is on the menu for us today? We've got a nice little I wouldn't say warm-up match. I'm not going to be taking it super seriously. There will be rotation, but I would like to go through, see if we can get the Carabao Cup because we still haven't got that yet. Carabao Cup match to open proceedings today at home against Bournemouth. We then have 4-day break before we host Newcastle, who are a bit stinky this season, but knowing my luck, they'll be good against me. We were looking at one of their strikers very intently. Alexander Isak was definitely one that I was going to sign, one I wanted to sign, but I was persuaded to sign Bayer. And so far, he hasn't been dire. He's been pretty good. We move on after that for a trip to the Allianz Arena against the well, it's actually a rematch of the 2028 Champions League final, as we were against Bayern Munich for that. Back at Wembley, lost on penalties. This time it won't need to go to penalties. We've only got 90 minutes against them. We travel to the Allianz Arena to face the team that beat us to win the Champions League last year. The reigning Champions League holders is who we're going to be facing. We then travel away to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. And unless other games drop in here, like a Carabao Cup potential, we will end the day at Old Trafford against the big rivals, against Liverpool. So that is quite a mixed bag today, to be honest. Bournemouth, who I've struggled with throughout the whole career mode, we face them. Newcastle, again, another team I've struggled with. Bayern, I've only played them once, and it was a big struggle of them all. So, yeah, they're not going to be easy either. Crystal Palace can be hit or miss, and Liverpool are going to be a fucking challenge regardless of where they are in the table. Because last season, they were down near the bottom, and then they beat us 4-0. So it could be anything with them. And then to open next episode, which I don't know when that'll take place. I'm hoping sooner rather than later. But we will have Milan, and continuing on from there, I mean, it's a little bit easier heading into November, but then we've got Arsenal in the league towards the end of November, and then we've got in a row we've got Arsenal, Man City, PSG, Bournemouth again. Wolves are doing all right. Brentford are doing all right. Pretty much every Premier League team is strong at this point. We've got Chelsea on Christmas Eve, and then we've got Arsenal away again in the league to complete 2028. And then we're going to January, finish off the Champions League, Liverpool and Chelsea again. And then I believe the next Manchester Derby is all the way near the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, it might be the last game. No, 5th of May, all the way down there. So that is where we're at. Obviously, 5 games as per normal. The Youth Academy is looking like this. Again, we don't play the tournaments anymore because 1, we don't have a goalkeeper. And 2, I'm not scouting goalkeepers. So we're not really looking to do any youth tournaments, to be honest. Not really a big deal in this career mode anymore. Season 5, we've got an elite side. Unlike real life, we are quite successful so far in this save. And this is how the side looks right now, obviously. Agarte is on his last legs, apparently, so he'll get a rest. But this is how we're all looking. Have I actually simmed to Bournemouth yet? Or have did I forget to change the training plans? What's going on here? Did I fuck something up? I think I might have fucked something up. That's the wrong page. I wanted to scroll one more, but of course we know how the menus are in this game. Mid-February, by the way, and they still lag. Agarte should be fine. And, yeah, I suppose we have just had a game, haven't we? I would assume it's just happened like 3 days ago. Let's take a look at what happened last episode, actually. Yeah, we just came off that fucking 7-goal thriller against Tottenham Hotspur, who are struggling in the league, but they decided they're going to turn up for us, especially. So we kicked off with a 1-1 draw to Everton at, I don't remember which stadium it was at. I believe that was at Old Trafford. We got that brilliant Bruno Fernandes free kick, but then we got pegged back late to drop points. A 3-0 win against an underperforming West Ham who didn't start Tell, so again there wasn't really much to worry about there. Following that was a 3-3 draw against Aston Villa, who were very attacking. They don't usually seem to be. They always seem to be just like the easy team to beat in this series, but they weren't last time because we didn't beat them. And then Napoli. I don't know what's happened with Napoli. Their team was not very strong at all, and we took full advantage of that to put on a massive win to actually take ourselves to the top of the Champions League group to open up the first match day. And then, of course, the 7-goal thriller against Spurs. It was back and forth. I think it was Solanke that got a hat-trick for them, but then Bruno Fernandes did one better and scored 4. I think it was like that game. It might have been a different game. It might have been the Villa game, where we couldn't score with anybody else except for Bruno. He just fucking fired them all in. I don't know if it was the Spurs game or if it was the Villa game that did that. But as well, we're going to open up by looking at some of the transfers as well, because I just saw here that we do have a returning man that we brought in just to be a backup fullback, just to be someone who, if Cariolo gets tired, can come in and do a job. We brought him back. He's grown quite well in his career mode. He probably is primarily a left mid, but we've got enough of them. Alvaro Carreras, obviously Alvaro Fernandez in previous games. He now goes by Alvaro Carreras, which is fine. It's his name. He can choose what he wants. But that is one of our signings, and we'll go through quickly our signings, and then we'll go through the top transfers, and then we'll get into the gameplay, because that's all you want to see, really, isn't it? You don't care too much about these. So this was our window in full, then, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make sure it's day order. And that will be the day order. Stefano Russo got loaned out to Athletic Bilbao. I don't know why we loaned him there, to be honest. He's not Basque. But I just wanted to get him out as soon as I could so we didn't have to worry about trying to find loan deals. We got Christian Flores finally going as well. Alanya Sport picked him up. He's a 6'4" goalkeeper. It's probably decent for their level, but just for us, he's never going to probably hit the heights that he maybe could have done. Luke Shaw going to Real Madrid might be one of the maddest transfers. And when you look at the price as well, we got the absolute best deal we possibly could out of that. 37 million for Luke Shaw, double his price tag. He's actually gone up in 1 year. He's actually older by a year. He was 32 when we sold him, so that's why we got a little bit more money. So we've absolutely fleeced Real Madrid there, which is fantastic. Whether he plays or not, I don't know, but he'll be happy with the money he's getting. Katiza Boffa loaned out to Bristol City. I do see a good bit of potential still in this South African centre mid. I just don't know how much more he will get. But he's got a lot of stamina. And when I've got players that aren't getting tired and can go and go and go, that's fine by me. Hopefully he can get involved. Maybe if we don't fucking do it, by the way, this season 5, he might get involved in season 6. And I don't know how many seasons I'm really willing to continue this for if we don't get it done this year. Riley Barton, he's going to unload to Spurs. His form's not been great, but he has been playing at least. So at least we know that. And I'm pretty sure he does have a goal contribution or 2 over there. But we can always bring him back and send him somewhere else if he's struggling out there. Abel Ali, he was sold to Fiorentina for 25 million. Didn't really want to sell him, but he was never going to break into this squad at this point. It seems to be that the squad is kind of where it's at. And it's not going to be an easy task to start for us. If you do come in, you're probably going to be depth at this point. Isak Toure, as much as I love to have him, we didn't really need him. We only signed him because he's 6'9", and he's probably better getting game time and development at another club. So we sold him to Leicester for 17.5 million. Harry Maas, once again, loaned out. Probably the final time we'll try and loan him out, because even though it says he's showing great potential, his growth throughout the save hasn't been quite what I hoped it would be. So if he doesn't grow this season, and we don't complete the job this season, he'll probably get sold. Alfie Hutchinson, one that I do think will get in there eventually. He's going to have a hard time displacing either Garnacho or Laurent. He might be one of those that decides to be a baller somewhere else, but he is the baller anyway. He's gone up so much overall these past couple of seasons. He's now on loan at Fulham for this season. Alex Woods is another one I would like to see succeed, but as a centre-back at 5'11", I'm not entirely sure. He does have incredible potential, so I'm not going to write him off just yet, but I'm just curious how he would do. And then with the money we kind of made on the way through, we decided we're going to bring in another centre-back. We decided we're going to bring in just a bit of extra reinforcement. He was a free... Oh, I thought he was a free agent. He wasn't a free agent. I always keep thinking he's a free agent, but he's actually someone that... I think it was Seb, who's one of the chatters, usually in the stream, help me sign. I don't... do you know what? It all kind of fuses together, and I kind of lose track of everyone's suggestions and help. But I appreciate all the suggestions and help I'm getting, even if I'm not crediting the right people for those suggestions. But Fritz Weber came in. He's actually been good. He's only had, I think, 2 appearances, maybe even 1 appearance. He's going to get another one against Bournemouth. But he's been really solid. So no complaints there. And then the big one, the one that I didn't want to do, but I think it was best For him, who's already got up to 92, by the way, so we could have maybe got him for a little bit more money. For him, as well as for Manchester United and Creature himself, a brilliant player, really good player, can never get the best out of him, but that's not even his fault, that's our fault. That is Manchester United's fault. Garnacho was already ready-made on the left. He was always going to be the guy. He got the number 7. He was always going to be the man there. And because, obviously, Kavicha is better off the left than he is off the right, we had to shoehorn him onto the right. But the problem is, having him on the right was hampering another man that we had, Roman Bowman. So it was just a matter of wrong place, wrong time for Kvaratskhelia. Any other career mode where we don't find a gem like Roman Bowman and Alejandro Garnacho doesn't turn into a Ballon d'Or winner, Kvaratskhelia is definitely the man to lead this team. But it's just a matter of wrong place, wrong time. We got a good price for him. He'll ball out at Leipzig. He'll carry them possibly to a Bundesliga title. And it's the best for him and it's the best for us as well. Enrique Orozco, we got a loan deal for him. He's out to Atlanta for the season. Although, to be fair, it'll only be half a season because Atlanta obviously start in January and end of December. Although I guess it'll be a half season and then another half season because they start again in January. So I guess technically it's a season, but it'd be 2 separate seasons in America. Mohamed Tam and Riley Barton, as you know at this point, seem to be a package deal because Mohamed Tam has also joined Riley Barton at Spurs. His form's been slightly better than his teammates, but again, he doesn't really seem to get a lot of game time whenever I loan him out. So, wondering whether to bring him back in January, depending on his growth. It might be a possibility. Lucas Bergvall as well, he's been loaned out. Didn't really know where to fit him into the system, to be honest, and I didn't want him to just fall by the wayside. He's already grown quite a bit in his overall, and I'm sure he'll be very, very good. But we need to think about what do we want to do in terms of the formation, because obviously it's DM heavy, like CDM heavy. Ugarte is definitely a main man. And then you've got, obviously, Kobbie Mainoo, who's going to be here for fucking ages. Hjulmand's getting a bit older, but even he can fit in. We'd have to change the formation, or at least change the system a bit to include Bergvall. So I'm kind of hoping low-key that his defensive stats go up while he's away at West Ham, but I'm not 100% on that. And then another big one, I didn't really want to sell him within the Premier League, but Matthias de Ligt, he's at Aston Villa. His form's bad, so I think we made the right decision parting when we did. 95 million is way more than what we probably should have got. But he is still, I mean, defensively, he's still very good. Those stats are incredible. Good strength, incredible tackling and awareness as well as jumping and aggression. All the defensive stats you want on a centre-back, he has them. It's just his pace that lets him down. Against some of the faster strikers in the league, you kind of felt it last year. So moving him on, I think, was the best move. Joshua Zirkzee, he was just a victim of circumstance, to be honest with you. I didn't really want to sell him. Looking back, we probably shouldn't have sold him because of the Rashford injury, but we didn't know that was going to happen, obviously. Zirkzee was one of the ones I would like to have kept around, but 3 world-class strikers are not all going to get game time. One of them's going to get upset. Zirkzee was kind of unlucky in the fact that he was the oldest and didn't have as much potential as Højlund and obviously wasn't as in form as Rashford. So he was quite good last season. I don't know how he got so many goals because I don't remember him scoring that many. But he had about 20-something in about 30-something games, which is still a good return. And Napoli are getting one hell of an acquisition. Didn't really show much against us, but I believe he did get an assist in that 6-1 loss. But that was mainly because we just ran over Napoli as if they weren't there. And then some more acquisitions as we close the window. Brian and Mbeumo coming in for just a steal at 30 million, to be honest. And really, it was just so Bowman. If I didn't realise that we didn't have a backup for Bowman once I talked about Skellia. I thought we had someone out on loan that we could bring back in, and he'd be the backup, but I didn't. And of course, Mbeumo was always on the radar at some point for some kind of reason. And we brought him in as a backup, and he's actually been alright. He's been pretty decent. So, no complaints there. And for 30 million, it's a bit of a steal, to be honest. And then we have Maximilian Bayer, who it was either him or it was going to be either him or Isak, which is mad to think about. We could have taken Isak from Newcastle, but I believe they are in European football. So we opted to go for Atalanta, who I don't know if they're in European football. But he has been pretty solid since he arrived, been making a bit of a statement. What we've learned with Maximilian Bayer as well is he's better off the bench. So what we do is we start Højlund. If he has a stinker, Bayer comes on. If Højlund doesn't have a stinker, Højlund gets majority of the game anyway. And then the final move on the deadline day, for whatever reason, and it slipped my mind as well, I didn't realise we didn't have a backup left back for Kariolu, even though I knew we sold Luke Shaw. But I just completely forgot that we didn't have a backup left back. I was going through the team. I'm pretty sure I was just kind of on the squad page here when we get to it, because obviously it takes about 3 business days. I was kind of just going through and I was like, okay, suggest subs. And I was like, oh, we've got no left back to back up Cariolo, because obviously we've got the right back for Dallo. But then we were like, oh, no left back because we sold Shaw, and I just forgot to pick somebody up. So I was looking for the Premier League, and I thought, who can we get? And I thought, well, he was with us before. He was with us before at Manchester United. In real life, I would never have wanted to sell him. But in real life, we have sold him. In game, we have the opportunity to buy him back, and it was a smart move in my opinion. Alvaro Carreras, only paying 37.5 million. He doesn't have to be this all-star, incredible player. All he has to do is kind of cover for Cariolo when Cariolo's tired. So we brought him back in from Bournemouth at this point in career mode. I believe we sold to Benfica in real life. Could be wrong on that, but I don't remember everything. It's more of a case of bad memory than not following the club, to be honest. But that is our final signing, and that was our transfer business throughout Season 5. We obviously still have January to come. Don't think we'll do much, but we have the money if we want to. And the biggest deals of the window, then there's some interesting ones. I just seen Rodri to Liverpool, but the highest one by a country mile. We were involved in 3 of the top 6, and we were obviously involved in the top 1. Kvaratskhelia goes for 185 million to Red Bull Leipzig. Rafael Leao moves from Milan to PSG for 117 million. He's now at 89. We'll probably we will come up against him, won't we? Because we play PSG. We would have come up against him either way if he stayed at Milan, because we have Milan as well in the group. Warren Zaire-Emery surely at his peak now. Yeah, 15. I don't know where I'm saying. Why am I saying 15? Is my brain alright? 113.2 million from Bayer Leverkusen to Atletico Madrid. Joshua Zirkzee, 110 million to Napoli, and of course that facilitated the exit of Victor Osimhen, who is now at Aston Villa, which is a bit of an issue, although he wasn't the one that played against us. They do have 2 top-class strikers now, of course, in Osimhen and Sesko, so that'll be a good battle to see if Aston Villa, who will lead them, I guess, towards potential European football. Speaking of Aston Villa, they also took the letter for hand, 95 million, probably for the best. Nicolo Barella continues to, Athletic Bilbao continue their unrealistic pursuit of players as they pay 93.2 million for an Italian who obviously will not be Basque. Savinho ends up at Brentford somehow for 91 million. Bilal El Khanous, he was one I was kind of half looking at throughout the career mode. We didn't go for him in the end. Glad we didn't, to be honest. It gives the other teams a bit more competition. Leicester to Brighton for that one at 87.7 million, and Brighton are doing really well this season, so it's gone well there. Atletico Madrid sold Olise to Borussia Dortmund, 87 rated now Olise, and 87 million was the price tag. And in his place, they brought in this wonder kid from Benfica, who I was having a little gander at partway through, but we just don't need that kind of position on our team. Gonzalo Galliano, he's gone to them for 86.9 million. We'll read down to about 75 million, and we'll kind of just scroll down and you can see what's going on, because I don't want to be here all day doing the transfers. I'd like to get to some gameplay. So Oihan Sansei with a move from Athletic Bilbao to Napoli, 85.4 million as well. He looks good, as he does every career mode at this point. Moises Caicedo, Chelsea have made a loss on him because they've only sold him for 83.8 million when they bought him for 115 million. But of course, he is still a very good player at this point. He will join in January at Lazio. 83.8 the price tag. Paulo Barrios somehow went to Union Berlin, or maybe he was already there. I don't know his career trajectory. But he's now going to Juventus, 82.8 million, and it looks like a very good price. Ezequiel Palacios leaves Bayer Leverkusen to join Wolves for 78.8 million. And the final one I'll read, I know it's under the 75 million that we discussed just there, but it's just a fucking weird one, to be honest. Rodri's come back to the Premier League, but he hasn't come back to Man City. He joined Liverpool instead for 74.5 million. His form is not good. So I'm curious what it'll be like if we play him today, depending on if other games pop up along the way. So here are some of the other moves. Hato is one I just don't like, obviously, for the Basque reasons. Felipe Almeida is probably one of these wonder kids, yeah. And Man City picked him up from Real Madrid. Malik Tillman, he looks good at this point. Mickey van der Ven has moved to Milan, so we'll come up against him again. We'll come up against him either way because we've got Bayern and Milan. Khalid Shaw is someone that was identified by some of the chat for potential move. And now looking back, he might have been a better move than Bayer, but at that point, he was at Leverkusen, and we couldn't really do that. Now he's at Atalanta. I believe he's just a Bayer replacement, although they did get him before we signed Bayer, so I don't know. Anyway, we could have maybe done that, looking back now, and I apologise, because, I mean, it might have been a better signing than Bayer, although Bayer started off well, so I don't know. It could have really gone either way. Gyökeres off to Bayern as well, 63.7 million. Man City have sold Christian Romero to Wolfsburg. Baena has gone to West Ham. Ousmane Dembele's got Real Madrid. Evan Ferguson to PSG. João Felix continues his club hopping as he goes to Villarreal. What's up, Demon Darwin Nunez goes to Newcastle, which is a weird one. Randall Colomwani to Wolves. Lavia to Forest. Antoine Henry, who actually looks like a really good regen centre back / right back. 6'6", and he's just got a Bayern. How did we not identify this guy? For fuck's sake, he's got a Champions League winners now. We've no chance. We got Fritz Weber instead, who's probably just as good. But just read down about 50 million because I don't. I mean, how far do we want to really read down? There's not really. I'm not as fussed anymore. This guy's probably a regen as well. Lewis Hall's got Atalanta. Papadopoulos has got Liverpool. He looks actually like quite a good striker. Although he's 5'7". Yeah, you can kind of get the gist of it. These are kind of the big moves. We'll go at 40 million, and I will genuinely stop because Mudryk has somehow got that price tag for himself. Minte somehow hasn't gone for more. He's gone to Wolves, and then yeah, I'm not reading all the way down. Not reading all the way down. Cannot be fooked because it is just a lot of transfers. You can kind of see where we're at. So that is the update on the transfers. And we will go and look in the news stories before we take on Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. Having a bit of a shit today because my IRL friends just left me out of a Minecraft server because they can't fit more than 4 people per team, even though they said there was no limit. Is it like a Minecraft server as in just like a regular world, or is it like a game? Because some games, that is just not really nice from them. I'll give them that. That is just not really fair on that, like fair on you. But there are some games that are only, yeah, a realm can hold 12 players. I'm pretty sure, or 8 players. It's either 8 or 12. That's just dumb. Yeah, that's just dumb. I'm sorry, David. That sucks. But that is just that your friends being dickheads. I forgot we released. Did he actually find a club, Marcelo Bravo? Because I do feel bad for releasing him. But we may have only just released him. Ultimately, like, if they're your friends, they would let you in, but maybe they're just, I don't know. They sound like dickheads to me, personally. He is a free agent. Blocked from receiving track. Yeah, we can't get him back. Nor would I want him back. I wouldn't want him back, really. He's not quite at the level we need, Marcelo Bravo, and he never really had potential anyway. Well, he has like 80, I think, but not mad. But to end last episode, we got Bruno Fernandes in the Premier League Team of the Week. I believe that was when he put 4 past. I'm assuming it was the one where he beat Spurs and not the one we're doing against Aston Villa where he scored 4 in the game. I might be making it up as I go along, to be honest. Probably because I'm the well, I mean, that's not a reason to exclude somebody at all, because I'm autistic as well. So, like, it's just very poor from them if that is the reason. After a great force match against Spurs, Fernandes is named player of the match. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Fernandes scored yet again to wrap up an amazing performance against a bewildered Tottenham Hotspur side and seal 4 goals count. Yeah, so Bruno put 4 past Spurs on his own. And then, yeah, Napoli. Didn't even clock that. You might be good at masking. Really? I'll take that. No, I mean, over like online and streaming and that, it doesn't really show as much. But in real life, I've got more anxiety than anyone. It's like crazy. But yeah, I do have it, and yeah, it's if that is the reason, then that's just disgusting on their part, to be honest. Onwards then to Bournemouth. I don't know what they're going to field, to be honest, because it's the Carabao Cup. I'm kind of curious what other teams got along the way. Did anyone else get an easy draw? Arsenal got Watford. West Ham got Luton. Chelsea beat Spurs. Man City beat Liverpool already. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest through. Swansea beat Everton on penalties. That would be a shock if Everton hadn't already dipped in the Championship this save. Fulham beating Villa's quite good because Villa are dangerous. And Leicester ahead of Burnley there. So let's see what we can do against Bournemouth. Mantella in goal, Enrique and Yan Couto as the fullbacks, Fofana and Senesi as the centre-back, Smith-Rowe as the left mid, Dango as the right mid, Ugachukwu and Cook as the CDMs with Cook captain in the side, Stoikens, Cam and then Gonzalo Ramos up top, Bruno Guimaraes, I don't know where the fuck he's come from, but he's in Bournemouth's team now, Varela, Semenyo, Sinisterra, Enes Unal Hill and Rangel on the bench. 3 wins out of their last 5. Decent team, 4.5 star. They played a kick and rush. And Yan Couto, despite not being involved... Oh, no, he is involved. He's at right back. I'm just blind. He's a key attacking player, so we're right back. So they are going quite strong. I am a bit concerned, I'll be 100% with you. And I don't know who scored in their first games, because it doesn't look like anyone scored according to this. Unless it was a defender. It was Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook scoring the only goal to put Bournemouth through at this point. They've all done a minute. Excuse me. I saw a little fucking sneak there. How's he doing at this point in career mode? Maybe he's not doing that well, because he did start a save way back. Yeah, well, he's still solid. How the fuck did they get in the one? I don't understand career mode transfers. Go on, Peterborough. Did they make it through? Not bad. They were going into the round of 16, I think. I'm hoping we can... Like, I don't really care about the Carabao Cup, but obviously we haven't won it yet. So I would like to get it. It's weirdly one of the only trophies we haven't won, besides obviously the big one, the Champions League. We haven't won any European trophies yet, but the only one we won is the Champions League. But in terms of domestic success, the only one we haven't won is the Carabao Cup. We've done the 3-peat in Premier League. We've done a double in FA Cups. Could have been the treble, but we fucked it up last season. And it's just... The Carabao Cup seems to be one that's eluding me for some reason. Yeah, Peterborough. Oh, they beat Plymouth. Fair play. Yeah. Okay. I hope we get like a Peterborough next round if we do make it through. I wonder if there's any more shocks to come. But what we do know is that we need to go into this and see who we're going to use. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. We'll go with the B team template here. Gillet can have a game for the first time in, I think, this season, to be honest. Carreras comes in for a tired Dallo. Yoro is fine. And I'm going to bring in Weber as well. I would like to see how they do together, to be honest. Surely it has to be Martinez, but even he's tired. Everyone's just fucked. Everyone's just exhausted. Now, I've got them on stamina plans as well. Have we got a midfielder we can put in here? We don't. We'll just go Mino and Mino and Hulman then. Bruno obviously can have a rest. He comes up for Land. Left wing, we're going to go with Laurent. Just see how he can do from the start. Right wing, we're going to go with Mbermo. And as we know, Bayer's better off the bench. We'll keep Bayer benched. Bowman, obviously, will come on the bench. One of these tired fuckers. And I don't think we're going to have any midfield substitutions because Ugarte is done in. We'll move Dallo on. And that will be the team, I think, unless there's any negotiation from the chat, if anyone wants to see anything different. Captaincy, I don't know who the fuck it goes to. Do you know what? Why not? Let him lead. Let the man lead. Kobe Mainu, for the first time, will get captaincy. Because, A, I don't know who else to give it to. And B, I think it's a good choice. Because he's going to be a future captain, surely, anyway, if he sticks around. In real life, especially. That would be the team we go with. We're going to double check the tactics haven't been fucked up. They have. That's okay. I don't really use the tactics too much for this formation, so I don't really care too much. Obviously, I always have the striker on poacher, because that way they make the runs. That's the reason I always do that. There's a reason. There's a method to the madness. I'll be real. There always is a method to the madness. Stopper ++ for Yoro. That's fine for Gillet. Defender for Weber. Martinez, I don't know which one he has. We'll go with the wing back as well. Have him run down the line. And that is the team that will face Bournemouth then in the Carabao Cup. I know I said I wanted to win it, but we don't need to go all out for it. And we can need to rest some players for the game coming up against Newcastle. So, Gillet in goal, Carreras and Martinez the fullbacks, Yoro and Weber the centre-backs, Mino and Hulman the CDMs, and Mino captain in the side. First game, and maybe not the only game he'll get to captain this season. Teagle Land steps in at Cam, hasn't had much game time this year, and that's only because Bruno Fernandes has been absolutely unplayable. He has just been top draw. The older he gets, the better he gets. Bruno, now 34 years of age, is not slowing down, so Teagleland has not had much chance to step in, but he'll get a moment here to see what he can do. Laurent off the left and Bermo off the right. Hoyland at striker, because as we know, Bayer is better off the bench. At Old Trafford then, I don't remember what round this is. I think this is round 3. At Old Trafford, it's Manchester United versus Bournemouth. It might be round 4. Who knows? But that's the team. That's the opponents. Let's get into it. I think about 20 minutes, 25 minutes into nearly half an hour in the stream already. Fuck me. I was talking about transfers a long time. But here we bloody go then. Gonzalo Ramos with fucking 2 goals in the previous match. I am concerned. I will admit. Oh, bot viewer, hello. Just a little. There we go. We can sing 20 times all we like, boys. We've not won. Well, maybe we have. How many times have we won the Carabao Cup? Could be 20 times. But that's a Premier League chant, and we've won it 23 times now, so you kind of got to mix it up a little bit. You've got to say 23, 23, Man United. It doesn't really have the same ring to it. There are your boys in red. I don't remember Tegoland having the number 13, but I'm not opposed to it either, honestly. Unlucky number 13. And that is the Bournemouth side. There's a bit more rotation than what was said on the other lineup thingy. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. They've not gone balls to the wall with their team. They've gone strong enough that they'll think of getting a result, but unfortunately they're coming up against the mighty Manchester United, so it may not be their day. I actually meant to show you the Premier League table as well, because I believe we're still unbeaten. And I was thinking, obviously we probably won't do it because I'm bad at the game. There was a slight thought that we could maybe go invincible this season. And as much as I would like to do that, as much as it would be cool to do that, I don't think we will. But do you know how cool it would be? Treble and invincible. That would be cool to have in the same season. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. Well, in terms of England, anyway. Invincible in the Premier League, I should mention. Good tackle by Hjulmand. I can always... like, Hjulmand's a difficult one because he kind of just, like, nobody really recognises him because he kind of just goes about his business quietly. He's not bad. He's just not really talked about because he just gets on with it. He's one of those who's been a good signing, but not like the extent where he's been, you know, given all the publicity that all the other signings have. Some of the other signings have. He just does his thing and gets on with it. And that's what you like to see. Players like Mainu and Ugarte, obviously they've had standout performances, especially Ugarte. Season 2 Ugarte, I will always talk about him, never be top. But Hjulmand, we've had him since the start of Season 2, and he's been taking over really nicely. By no means been bad, he's always been reliable. I don't think I've ever had an outright Hjulmand stinker. There's maybe a couple of games where he's got like a 6 rating or something like that. But not that I really noticed that he's been bad. Adam Laurent could go for his first Manchester United goal, but it's held by Lucas Mantella. And maybe a chance for a couple of players in this game, if they can, to get their first United goals of this season. Brian Mbeumo, yet to score his first United goal, has made plenty of assists. I believe he's got 3 assists now. Tigo Land could be one of them as well. That whole front 3 besides Højlund and Land, I don't think have scored this season yet. Could be incorrect on Land, but the other ones I'm sure about. I'd remember Laurent first goal. I'd be celebrating it quite a lot. Because it might happen just now. Oh, it's another good save from Mantella, but Laurent has... He has the... What's the word? The same kind of abilities as Garnacho. Like, he's a similar sort of player. He's got the pace. He's got the ability to dribble, cut in. He's like a Garnacho light. He's like a French Garnacho. And obviously, I don't think he'll ever break ahead of Garnacho just because Garnacho's so young and so bloody good already. But he's definitely in the... Oh, crossbar for Tigo Land. He's definitely in the conversation. And now Mainu. Maybe he'll thunder one from range. That wasn't ever going to work, was it? I knew the defenders were there. I just wanted to give it a try. We've come close there, though, with Tigo Land. Crossbar hit from the Dutchman. Will it be the first blood from Manchester United? We've had 20 minutes of this game so far. It's flown by, I'll be real. But we've been the dominant side. Tigo Land gets in ahead of Hill. Ball to Højlund. Could he get it one more? No, he can't. Land will win that. No opposition to it. And now Hjulmand. He's got a bit of room. He can hit these, you know. Oh, it's not bad. I was hoping he'd fall over a foul, low-key. I was hoping I'd get the free kick on the edge of the area. But it's a corner instead. I'm coming in with full energy today like I do every episode. And then by the end of it, it'll be one of those. where I'll just want to fucking, like, garrot myself because there'll be stupid results, stupid everything. I don't really know who to put on this corner, to be honest. Have we got a corner taker? I guess Burmo might be a decent shout. I have an in-swinger on it. Prefer a right foot from here, but a left footer won't be bad if he's got good corner stats. Land can't win that out. Arnar Martinez will get the loose ball. They give it to Burmo, hopefully. It has gone the correct target. Back to Martinez. I need Mainu, really. I'm going to see if we can thunder count one from Kobe! Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. The captain of today putting a hell of an effort on, leaving Mantella scrambling. It has been pretty much all United, but we just haven't broken through yet. We're looking for the breakthrough. And it isn't Burmo that's going to take it off of this side. And I would really like to put it on Weber's head, but I think he's going to be too close to the goalkeeper. Or is he? Fritz Weber! Oh! Not bad. Mantella's been really, really good. We have been all over Bournemouth. We have put efforts left, right and centre. And Mantella's the only one that's prevented us from actually taking a lead now. But can Højlund... Nah, the ball escapes from him. I was going to say, can Højlund find a way through? And the more I think about it, the more chances we miss, the more likely it is for AFC Bournemouth to take the lead, and I do not want that. Of course, as well, I didn't really mention, but we've got one of their former players playing today, Alvaro Carreras. He's one of our former players as well, but he's back here on a permanent basis. And the Burmo needs to find the room. He's got Premier League experience, so he's well versed with Bournemouth, but just can't find his way through there. Martinez to Mainu. And Burmo again. I'd like to try and cut with him on his left foot, but I can't seem to find an opportunity to. They're closing it down really well. Hjulmand misses out the tackle, and it could be Bournemouth's first opportunity, really. And it might be Bournemouth's first opportunity, really, because it's been completely misread. It was completely misread from Alvaro Carreras. And it is 1-0 Bournemouth. Like I said, we've had all of it this half. And I had the feeling that the one chance Bournemouth was going to get was the one chance they put away. And I was correct. It is David Brooks. So obviously you can't be mad. We know the battles with cancer, I believe, that David Brooks has had. And you can't be too mad that he's the one that scored it. But I am slightly mad that Carreras kind of just left him. And Yoro unable to catch up. And Gilles unable to save. It's a good shot. It's a good finish. It's 1-0 Bournemouth. And it's not like we haven't had the chances. It's just not been put away from us like it probably should be. Mantella has been really good, but we have had chances. Tigo Landis at the crossbar. We have plenty of thunderous efforts on goal, but yet to find a breakthrough. Our Manchester United, Bournemouth are the ones here at Old Trafford who have an unlikely lead. Brooks again this time is marked by Carreras. Slight chance in favour of Bournemouth winning the game. Obviously they're 1-0 up, 40% in our favour and 42% in Bournemouth's favour. 80% chance of a draw, which means I think they'll go penalties. Højlund's just run off, I think. But he will finish it. And it's a really nice finish. Obviously it won't count, but it's a really nice finish. It's come down nicely, and he studied that past Mantella really nice. It's just slightly... He's gone slightly too quick there for the ball from Laurent. Unfortunate, but not a bad bit of movement there. I just need Højlund to stay on side. Like, I know he can. It's not like he hasn't got the pace to make that run and, like, hold it and then make the run. Because he does. He's like 90 pace. But some of his decision-making is not fantastic. And it's been a kind of a case of Højlund throughout the save, where decision-making is not the best. But he's done enough to keep in this squad because he scores goals. Apparently my controller batteries are low, but I'll check half-time if I can make it to half-time. Carreras in towards Højlund. It's away. Hjulmand. Pile driver. Oh, it's shot straight at the defender. Maybe I will change my batteries just now to avoid any problems. So I'm back momentarily. I thought I was alright with them, but maybe not. Right, the changeover's been completed, so we good. So on to the corner then. To end the half, Hjulmand has just twatted it. It's hit. I don't know who the number 43 is. Baumann. I couldn't quite read his name because he was moving and my vision is bad. He looks like a regen. Because the only Bauman I know is a goalkeeper, and my battery won't go on charge, so I'll do that at half-time. Bermo to deliver. Weber to not win the header. Laurent to win it on the edge. And find a way in. Oh, the touch went too far. Good tiki-taka from Bournemouth here. And they might close out the half with a chance of their own. Sinistera. Traore, Ramos. And now back through to Sinistera. Bournemouth will get the last shot of the half, I think. With Arnaud Martinez making a tackle, it's still not going to be in our possession. Thought Weber would control Ramos, and he has. And that will be the break. Well, I can't say I want more from this team, because we can't get much more from this team. We have been dominant. We've been perfect, apart from the goal. We haven't scored one. That's the issue. Bournemouth are the ones that have taken full advantage of us missing our opportunities. And ultimately, I'm happy with it, but like, we need a goal. I'm happy with the performance we're putting in, but like, obviously, it's ropes. I can't lie. But 66% possession to 34, 10 shots to 1, and 1.0 expected goals to 0.3. I'm not being funny, but they've had one shot and gone and scored it. I don't know if Gillet is the man to be the backup, but that's another fucking story. At the moment, we're focusing on the bloody attack. And the lack of attack at the moment, because we haven't got a goal. Take a look at the stats at the break. Hjulmand's been the best player. I can't really dispute that. The attack's been better than what they've rated here. But Højlund, yeah, has been a bit stinky, I will admit. 7.4 for Hjulmand and 6.8 for Martinez, the best ratings for us. Gilly on a 5.7. He's had one shot at him and he's let it in. Granted, it was a good shot, so can't really complain too much. Simon Baumann, 7.7 for them. He is a regen. 7.6 for Mantella, has made 5 saves from 5 shots on target. And Hamed Traore with an assist, 7.5. The goal coming from David Brooks, who, other than the goal, has done sweet fuck all. But he's put his team ahead with a 6 rating. And Bournemouth are in the driver's seat with 45 minutes to play. We'll go into the second half, obviously looking for a bit of a bite back here. And again, it's not been the chance creation that's been bad. We've made plenty of opportunities. It's finishing off said opportunities. Without a player like a Bayer or even a Rashford while he's injured, a Bruno or anything like that, we don't really have that bite. We don't really have that finishing ability. Teagle Land try to find a way in just to try and play it off to Højlund at least, I think. That was my idea anyway. Not to happen. Reyes misses a tackle and now David Brooks is off again. It's alright because Mainu covers initially. Ramos, I'm lunging everywhere, I'll be real. I don't need to be lunging that much. You travel from range, it's always going to be Gillet's. I need to stop lunging so much, so that kind of puts me out of position as well. It's a great throw at Martinez, who can maybe find... Can he find him? It's a difficult one, and Bermo doesn't win the battle. Probably could have been along the floor, that one from Martinez, that's on me. But of course, changes will be brought in if necessary. If we're still 1-0 down very, very soon, we will make the changes. Again, not really there's not really been a bad performer to me, apart from maybe Carreras, but he's only in because Cadiola's exhausted. Cobby from the edge of the area gets close down as he tries to shoot. I'll be real, I was trying to finesse that from range. Didn't really work out, obviously, as evidenced by the fact he got closed down. Gonzalo Ramos, he's had a struggle today, but maybe he'll get through if we keep struggling at the back. Does get through, but it's a tame shot for Gillet to save. Yoro always had the pressure on. What the fuck? No, I'm not being funny. That Carreras has passed that straight to Bournemouth, and I know he thinks maybe he's still on the Bournemouth team. I know he's not. That's not where I've passed the ball. And Ramos somehow doesn't make it 2-0. I'll be real. I want to just pass it to my centre-back sometimes. It just doesn't go where I've aimed it, and I don't really know what the issue is with that. It seems to be an issue in FIFA all the time. Martinez thought about making the run, then ran. Well, he did make the run, then ran back. Not my proceedings at all. Laurent caught. You got Yankuto on now as well, so they're really just trying to shore up the win. Mainu, second touch. It's not even his fault. It's just a poor touch. Hjulmand. Land. Cuts inside. One more to anyone. Laurent's onside. Adam Laurent First goal for Manchester United. I will be 100% with you, ladies and gentlemen. That ball was for Højlund. But the game has passed him by. The ball has passed him by. It's found the wrong, and I wasn't sure if he was on. He was, apparently, because he'd been able to tuck it past Lucas Mantella. And it's a first goal for Manchester United for the Frenchman. And just as I was thinking, do we want to bring him off and see if Garnacho can save the day? We don't need to right now. I'm pretty sure that's offside, but I'm not going to complain. And I'm not going to go look at it because it's in my favour. 1-1 for the Frenchman. As we are about to make some changes, or at least maybe have a browse at what we were thinking of doing, perhaps. Martinez is low-key tired. I think I'm going to put Dallo on there. Martinez's stamina does not really fill me with a lot of hope if he's getting tired that quick. Although he has got 87 stamina, so what's going on there? Other thought was bringing on Bowman, which I think I'm going to pull the trigger on. But for now, maybe an Asio for Euro. Not yet. And the only reason I'm not going to bring on Cadiolo is because I want to keep him fully fit, or as fully fit as I can, for the game against Newcastle. So we'll leave that for now. Those are the changes we're going to make just now. I believe Bournemouth might be making changes as well. Martinez and Bermo off. Dallo and Bowman on. I think they were thinking of making a change, but they've reneged on that. Either that or they already made it. Oh, they did already make the change. They brought on Jan Couto for David Brooks, the goal scorer. So, forgot about that. I'll be real. Bournemouth face Spurs next in the Premier League. We have a tough game against Newcastle because even though they're not playing at their best, they always seem to get one over on me. We've won the ball back again, by the way. Land needs Laurent to make that run again, and he's going to do it eventually. The thing is with Laurent, he's got 95 pace, so there's not really any worry that he'll beat his man. It's more will he make the run in time. Hjulmand tries to find Bowman. Gets closed down. I can't really shoot fans, but thank you for the offer. Dallo tries to find Højlund. It's nodded way over. It's nodded way, way over. Stroiken's coming on now for Traore. Going to go short with this. Højlund has a chance to press, but done really well with it to get out of that situation. There's not really much marking going on for Sinisterra, or anyone, to be honest. Where's the marking here? Mainu misses a tackle. That's not really much I can do about that other than hit the tackle next time. And Guimaraes has just... Sorry. I can't... What? I'm just trying to compute what I've seen. Bruno Guimaraes, who's been pretty much a passenger all game, has just run through as if I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on with Euro. I mean, Euro was meant to tackle. I don't know why it's just moved him away. Weber I shouldn't have committed. That's on me, really, obviously. And it now forces me to maybe make some big name changes I was hoping not to have to do. So Bruno obviously comes on, that goes without saying. I think Garnacho has to make his way on as well, as much as I love Laurent. And then, I mean, Anasio for Euro I think has to be the other one. We've now been forced into more changes that I really didn't want to make. A triple substitution to try and push us back into this game. Of course, with 20 minutes left and potential penalty shootout looming, we want Bruno Fernandes on. That was a really good, I mean, it was a really good solo goal from Bruno Guimaraes, but ultimately it's not what I want to do with my defenders, as you know, probably. Garnacho, Carreras tries to find, I think it was Bruno in the area. We've been forced into a situation I'd rather not be forced into. Where is Hjulmand, by the way? Real good tackle, Anasio. Hjulmand is pushing a lot further up now with a like, to be honest, I can't lie. Bowman, Højlund. And that'll be the leveller. Maybe we didn't need the big names. Maybe we just need the names that were already on. It's a really good ball through to Bowman. Bowman times the pass perfectly. I was half thinking of playing it on one more to Garnacho, but we didn't need to. Plus, he kind of strayed away from the attack, so it was not really the play. Højlund gets a little bit of space, a little bit of room, and he fires it away. He was one that I was half considering bringing off for Bayer, but I still got enough faith in Højlund that he can do something for this team. Garnacho was asking for it, but I think I would have made the attack a lot more complicated. Putting it in with Højlund was the best bet. And it's the bet that's worked. And this game has sprung into life now because I don't know which way it's going to swing. With the big names coming on from Man United, obviously Bournemouth bringing on as many big names as they can as well, with Sinistera making way. I believe Otara coming on. That's one of the big names coming off for a smaller name perhaps. Although Otara's doing really well in real life, so let's not just assume yet. Ball goes through to Ramos, who we knew scored multiple before this game. Carreras blocks from his former team, and now we can counter. And this is what we're good at. We're good at countering. If Kobbie Mainoo was any good on his left foot, that ball would have made it to Bowman. But Højlund running into press. Can we win the header? No. Why has he done that? I don't mind not winning the header, but dragging my player out of position when it's not needed is fucking irritating as fuck. I can't lie. That's not a foul by Mainoo. The game's just play on, and we have played on, and now it's Alejandro Garnacho who could find maybe an option. If you can find Bowman here, that's a beautiful ball if it works. Hasn't quite. It was floated in quite nicely, but just not quite the pace on it. Garnacho, he's always a man who just actually seems to be quite good defensively as well for some reason. Like, he tracks back all the time. Bowman doing the same thing. We are desperate to find a winner here, and it will come to the number 7, and he will. Oh my God, that's a beautiful goal. That is really, really nice. It's a little ball through. It's the Garnacho trademark, but the way he's connected with that. Oh, that was plumb. Bruno with the assist, of course. Garnacho just lifts it into the top bins. And that is the difference when you have a 34-year-old cab who's playing like he's 24 years old in his prime, as well as a Ballon d'Or winner who can pick up a game from any point. We're now in the lead, and with 6 minutes to go, all we need to do is prevent penalties. Bruno Fernandes has won the ball back already. It's poor from Højlund to lose it that quickly, but it's really turned around, and that's what difference some of these players make. Weber, really, really good. I do really like Weber. Yoro, I do like him as well, but a bit under par today, I will admit. I've aimed that quite clearly at Garnacho, and if it hasn't made it because the pass didn't make it. Højlund nearly got speared there, by the way. Are we just not doing fouls for Bournemouth? Okay. Alright, stop lunging in. Stop lunging. Bruno, just play it back. Play it safe just now and get it launched. I don't trust this game at all. I don't know if you can tell. Garnacho tries to keep it in. Wanted to try and get it to the fucking left back. It was obviously Carreras, but it didn't work. Ball is in. Couto and Ramos, they were the connection that broke me when we lost 6-1 to these cunts way back when. Well steered by Inacio into the hands of Gillet. And now looking for Garnacho perhaps with the goal kick. It does get kept in by the number 7. And now Bowman's asking for it. And if that ball works, that is exemplary. And it might still fall for someone. Rasmus Højlund is who it'll fall for. And that will concern Bournemouth because they've got no time left. I meant to say confirm, but I had to play it off. It will confirm our place in the next round. He's very, very lucky. But it just shows differences in this team. The reason that the players are so good is that they're that good. They're elite. I know that might sound like the most obvious statement anyone's ever made, ever. But the reason that we've won there is because the guys that didn't get the starts are the difference makers. They're a bit good. They're a bit fucking good. But I don't want to, put the second team to the wayside because there's talent in there. But there's a reason that the main team are the main team. And it's purely because of games like this, of situations like this. They're just different gravy. That's the difference between a good team and a great team. The great teams have those individuals that can turn the game on a sixpence. Did we deserve to win that? Yes. Did I think we were going to win it at one point? No, because Bournemouth got, obviously, They soaked up all our pressure in the first half to take the lead. We equalised, then they took the lead again. But then the game changers came on, and true to form, they changed the game. 57 to 43 in terms of possession, 16 shots to 7, and 2.5 expected goals to 1.6. It is a performance that should have got us the win a bit more comfortably. But Bruno just comes off the bench and knocks in an 8.3 casually. Doesn't give a shit. He is just... I love Tigo Land, but maybe we load him out because Bruno is just unmovable, irreplaceable in his team right now. 8.4 for Rasmus as he rattled away the goal to seal the game. He gets a brace today. Hopefully that boots him back in some goal-scoring form because he's a bit patchy with it. Bruno Fernandes off the bench with an assist in 8.3. Hjulmand, the only starter I thought that was solid, 8.3. Laurent was good, but we only brought him off because we know what Garnacho can do. A goal and an 8 rating for the young Frenchman who definitely has something. Definitely something in the locker. Roman Bowman off the bench gets an assist at a 7.7. An assist as well from Tigo Land in a 7.5. Garnacho with a goal as well in a 7.3. There's a reason that these players came on, as you can tell. They really spiced up their game. He came on, Garnacho got a 7.3. Bowman came on, got a 7.7. And more importantly, Bruno came on, got an 8.3. He's just elite. I don't want to put Tigo Land by the wayside because he got an assist and he's a really good player, but Bruno at the moment just feels different. Man of the match for them was Bruno Guimaraes, who had quite a quiet first half, but a really good solo goal to put this tie into doubt. An 8.2. Hamid Traore with an assist at 7.7. Bauman and Senesi was solid as well. Another assist coming from Luis Sinistero at a 6.9. In the end, David Brooks, the other goal scorer, only mustered a 6.5 rating. In terms of goalkeepers, Mantell is down here on a 5, but he was pain in the arse the first half. Just fell apart the second half. Made 5 saves out of 5 in the first half, but made 0 in the second half as we kind of thundered the goals away. Ends on a 5 rating. Alexandre Gillet probably won't have done much better because he let in 2 from about 4 shots. Yeah, but he did save 2 as well. Gets a 6.7, which is respectable, I suppose. But anyway, that is going to wrap up that Carabao Cup game, and we advance into the next round. I don't know what round we're on. I think that was the 3rd round, wasn't it? Fuck if I know, but Carlos Rodriguez going up for the interview. He's saying, yo, what's up? Højlund, yeah, he was really good today. First half was a bit quiet, but I really like Rasmus Højlund in Man United career modes. I liked him last year. He was a key part of my career mode last year in FC24. Might have played. But hasn't really had the same kind of success this year. Because Højlund was kind of putting up like Garnacho numbers, like Garnacho in this save. That's what Højlund was doing for me in FC24. Whereas this year, he's still been putting up decent numbers, just not the numbers that Garnacho's been putting up. Yeah, I mean, with Alvaro Carreras, it was a difficult one because he was a bit stinky, but he did enough. And honestly, when Jan Kuzo came on, Carreras actually played better. It was just the big thing from Carreras was that first goal for Bournemouth where he just did not track Brooks at all. But we did enough to turn it around. We had to bring on the big hitters, which is kind of annoying, but we brought them on and they did the deed. That's all that really matters. Result in the day. New message from Lenny Yoro. Hi Carlos, thanks for listening to what I had to say. Really appreciate the chance to play it. I'm such good form. Yeah, no, he done well. Not his best. Out of the centre backs, he wasn't the best out of the two, but he was. I mean, Yoro's a difficult one because he's got the potential, he's got the ability. He just feels like he's a step behind because he's not really been able to realise his potential with the rest of the team just being so fucking good. But ultimately, Yoro's always been a part of this squad, and he will be a part of the squad till the end. There's no reason for me to sell him. There's no need for me to sell him. A very dependable centre-back when we need him. And in a different save, in a different world, probably hits his potential, surpasses it, goes to maybe a 90 rating. If he goes to a different club, he probably becomes one of the best centre-backs in the world. And although we aren't going to realise that here, he's definitely good enough to stay as a part of this Manchester United squad. And that's all I really need currently. So as we set up the plans here, just make sure everyone's on the correct drillage. The ones that are tired get the rest. The ones that aren't tired get the training. We plow on to Newcastle. We've climbed up the table a little bit, but still not to the level I thought they would be. Because they do still have a really good squad. Them, Spurs and West Ham have struggled significantly. They struggled a little bit last season. They struggled again this season. Spurs down to 15th. City in 16th. I forgot about that, I'll be real. West Ham just hovering above the relegation zone as well. The bottom three are kind of who you'd expect. But City, Spurs and West Ham down there are mad when they were all contending for Champions League last time around. And of course, looking at the Premier League, we've been scoring a lot, but we haven't seemed to be getting the results that teams like Liverpool, Brentford have had as well. We're still undefeated. The invincible season is still on. Whether that continues, I doubt it. I don't know how long it's going to last for, where we stay undefeated at the start of the season. I'd like it to go. If we don't get undefeated or invincible, which I'm 100% sure we won't, there'll be some bullshit game that just pisses me off and puts me into, a 5-1 loss or something against like a Palace or a fucking Fulham or something. Point is, I want to see how long we can go undefeated for. We've got some tricky games in the Premier League today. We've got Newcastle, we've got Palace, then we've got Liverpool. So I don't know how it's going to go. What I do know is that we are through in the Carabao Cup. Do we have our next game, please, sir? We do. We'll be going to Kenilworth Road to face Luton Town, which is fine. I don't hate that draw. Brighton versus Leicester, Luton versus Man United, Newcastle versus Swansea, Peterborough versus Chelsea, Rotherham versus Nottingham Forest, Ipswich versus Cardiff, Fulham versus Brentford, and my favourite one of the round, Arsenal versus Man City, 'cause it's another heavy hitter out of the competition if we manage to get through. I'm curious how the other results ended then. Was there any shocks? That's the wrong thing. Wait, what? Braga won the Super Cup over Bayern. We lost to Bayern as well. That makes us worse than Braga, apparently. That's fair enough, I suppose. My point was there any surprise results at the second half of the draw? Not really on that page. Any on this page? Nah. Well, Luton beating West Ham might have been a bit of a shock, but West Ham have been a bit stinky this season. Yeah, sounds about run of the mill, to be honest. But that is your next Carabao Cup game. Will that happen today, or do we get Liverpool? We get Liverpool because that game has been put before we play Luton in the league. We'll have 2 Luton games in a row. We'll go to them and then they'll come to us. But yeah, we will get Liverpool today. That's going to be an interesting final game. I'm curious to see which way that goes. But first, we've got another heavy hitter, and we need to be prepared for this. We'll not look past this. Looking at some of the games, Wolves and Aston Villa go into their rivalry. Sociedad and AGF win 2-0 somehow. I'm assuming this is either Conference or Europa League, because these teams wouldn't be in the Champions League with their Roma beat Newcastle. Nordsjælland drew with Rapid. I knew Newcastle was in some kind of Europe, I just didn't know which kind of Europe. Brentford beat Wrexham. Cardiff beat Fleetwood in the penalties. After a great performance in the match against Bournemouth, Højlund is named player of the match. Højlund is in superb form for Manchester United, scoring a brace which guided his side to a 4-2 win against Aston Villa. I don't know why this game is obsessed with Aston Villa, because we were playing against Bournemouth. But yes, a dub. And a good performance from Højlund in the end. Maybe not top tier, but the goal scoring instincts were definitely on display. And speaking of goal scoring instincts, this is how I just want to kind of check how the stats look. I know Garnacho and Bruno are near the top. I'm more just concerned. Yeah, Højlund's got 5 so far this season, which ain't too bad. Bowman on 4. I think he got a hat trick in one of the games, so kind of levels up a little bit. Bayer with 3. Yeah, Barton with 2 at Spurs. It's been quite good, to be honest. Bruno's been unreal. Garnacho has been unreal, but you expect it from him. You don't expect it from a 34-year-old 91 rated refusing to decline Cam. Still 10 weeks till he hits goes down to 90. And the way he's playing, I don't think he goes below 90 before the end of the season. That might be a huge huge task to keep him above 90. But I reckon he does kind of low-key too on the sticks. So, onwards then, into the next. Opponent analysis then. See what Newcastle have to bring. I think I know, because we were going to maybe try and poach your striker. And I don't think they'll bench Gordon for Barnes. So that's if they are doing, that's probably why they're struggling. It doesn't look like as strong of a Newcastle side because they've got Ashby at right back. Granted, they've got Bernardo Silva and Alfonso Davies. It just seems a bit all over the place. And I'm going to go into the other transfer bit and just look at their full squad in a second because there'll be some people missing that I need to probably scout on here. But Raya in goal, Davies and Ashby as the fullbacks, Kelly and Simikin as the centre backs, Weigl CDM, Longstaff and Bernardo the centre mids with Longstaff captain in the side, Barnes off the left, Broholm off the right, Isak at striker, Gordon, Torreira, Bentancur, Pope, Guerrero, Asula, and Kabar on the bench. I'm assuming some of them won't be. Gordon, Bentancur maybe, Guerrero definitely probably be involved. Um, but yeah, I think they've slipped down a little bit because I believe they were a 5-star team, unless I'm tripping. 2 wins, 2 draws, or 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses out of their last 5. The tactical preset, they play down the wing, so it will be Barnes or Gordon who's playing and Broholm getting more involved. Try and play the ball into Isak. Key defensive players are Davies and Simikin. Key attacking players, Davies also on there. Bernardo as well. I'm surprised Isak isn't involved, but maybe he's had a stinky start to the season. Taking a look here. It is a stinky start to the season. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, well, he's not done too bad. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist. Linked with us throughout the summer. We ended up not going for him, which I think was the smart move. Somebody younger, bit more hungrier, might be the smart move. But again, Alexander Isak with the Prem experience at this point wouldn't have been a bad shout. Darwin Nunez there as well. He hasn't played yet. But their main man has been Mate Jurasek, who is a 25-year-old Czechian right winger. He is doing quite well. 4-1. So he's the one to look out for if they play him. Gordon has played all 5. Barnes hasn't played yet, so I know that's going to be Gordon on the left. Bernardo Silva as well. Bentancur's been playing quite a bit. Torreira as well looks like a DM. But yeah, it's a bit all over the place, I will admit. I'm going to go into the transfer hub bit and just get a full lowdown on their overalls because Newcastle are a tricky team for me. They always seem to be like a bogey team. So we're going to just have a little gander at what they're bringing. So we'll do it position order so I don't lose my brain here. Raya, he's really their only goalkeeper and he's not playing great. He's backed up by Thompson, who's 66 rated. They need somebody else in the goalkeeper ends. They don't have a right back apart from Ashby. And he's only 71 rated. Okay, they've got plenty of left backs who can maybe move across to that side. Simikin could always play there, put one of these in centre back perhaps, I don't know. Guerrero has declined massively. Since last season, because I think he's like 82 rated. Midfield, Bernardo Silva, he's going to be on the decline as well. He's still decent enough, but it really is just an old team they've got more than anything else. Barnes is alright. Gordon's probably their best player now. Either him or Isak, who's in okay form, but Gordon's in excellent form, so keep an eye on that. Obviously, Jurasek in excellent form. Contract expiry. Maybe pick him up just as an option. Nunez has been okay. But yeah, like the thing is, this Newcastle team, it's not going to pull up any trees. It should be beatable by us. But Newcastle always seem to have the fucking jump on me, especially Gordon and Isak. So I'm curious what's going to happen. We need Dallo on job. We need the defenders, the centre-backs on job. Not sure which ones I'm going to go with yet, to be honest. That wasn't the last match because Bruno only did 4 passes. That was the match before. Bruno will kick on. He always does. Dallo, I mean, it's more me lunging all the time. It's not really his fault. He is good. I just lunge a lot. So it's not unreliable. It's more I'm just a very big lunger. And yeah, Garnacho gelling with our football. That's an understatement, mate. I already heard in advance. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know when it occurs. I already heard in advance that he is one of the nominees for the Ballon d'Or again. I don't want to spoil things, but he is in contention again, Alejandro Garnacho, for that prestigious award. Obviously, there'll be some Bayern players in there as well because they won the Champions League. And again, I don't know. I think it's the start of November. The Ballon d'Or ceremony falls, and if we'll get a cutscene if it's one of our players. But yeah, we've heard that Garnacho is in contention. So gelling in with our football is an understatement. That was the point I was trying to get to. But I think it looks like it's going to be... everyone seems to have recovered now, so it looks like it's going to be the main 11 that do the job here. Oh man, yeah. I'm more thinking we don't go with two left-footed centre backs. I'm thinking a Martinez Diomande style partnership. How is he still not fully recovered? It's been like ages. And then from then on, I think the rest of the teams looks like this. I don't think it's worth changing any of it. Chile drops obviously for Bayer, and then one of our centre backs probably Yoro drops for Caveras in case we need a backup left back. But that is how the team looks, and I think that's probably the correct move to go as strong as we can, put a hurting hopefully on Newcastle, and kind of climb towards Liverpool before we face them at the end of the episode. We've also got bigger fish to fry. The problem is as well, actually, before I go into this game, I was about to just go in and say, yeah, we'll do this. We've got Bayern in 4 days, so if we do manage to get a good lead against Newcastle, maybe some changes required because we're going to have to go balls to the wall against Bayern Munich. They beat us in the Champions League final, obviously, last season. We'll be looking for revenge, so let's see what we can do with that. But we can't look ahead of Newcastle, so let's just go with what we've got here. And if they're tired, they're just going to have to battle for it, because after that, it's Palace, and I can maybe rotate a little bit. Oman in goal, Cariolo and Dallo as the fullbacks, Martinez and Diomande as the centre-backs, Mainu and Agarte the CDMs, Bruno Fernandes, Cam and captain, Garnacho off the left, Bowman off the right, Højlund at striker. At Old Trafford then, ladies and gentlemen, it is Manchester United versus Newcastle. An underperforming Newcastle as well, so I'm hoping for something here, but I just don't know. I don't know. Darwin Nunez apparently starting. Hold on. Is he starting? Well, hold on a minute. Right, the Newcastle team, I'm going to be real, didn't look at, should have looked at. We're going to do a little scouting report here. I was not paying attention, I'll be transparent. Pope, Simikin, Kelly, Mikhailko, Target, Weigl, Bentancur, White, Jurasek, Nunez and Gordon. Why have they not started Isak then? Maybe he hasn't been cooking as I thought he would. They haven't started Alphonso Davies or David Raya either. Maybe it's just poor team selection on the part of Eddie Howe. That's why they're struggling. Don't know, but anyway, we move. I don't want to fucking jinx it because I usually struggle against Newcastle. And Bruno can play Højlund through early here. It is going to be an option for Cariolo, the goal-scoring left back. He puts an early effort on Pope's near post. It's met by the Englishman, but Cariolo, the way he's been playing so far this season, he could be on for double figures from left back. Bruno, ball in towards Dallo. It's not great. Anthony Gordon has no opposition heading that way. I've tried to knock it back to Bruno to knock in again. I'm going to do it again, see if we can get Dallo on the end of this. It's not going to happen, and it's going to be away. Diomande closed it down. Højlund. Oh, I wanted to put it for the gap. I don't know who it was running through. Was it Bruno? Somebody was running for. I wanted to play it to them, and it didn't work. All right. This Jurasek kid is not slow. This Jurasek kid is not slow. Come here. Kobe does well. That man has got some pace to him. I should have maybe paid more attention to his stats. I think he had like 88 pace, if I'm not mistaken. There's our effort early on. Nick Pope, 36, probably winding down his career. Unsure why he's starting against the Premier League champions. I'm also unsure why he's starting against the Premier League champions, but maybe he's been doing well in training. I don't know. I don't want to read Eddie Howe's mind. It's a good grab from Oman, who's going to try and look for Bowman now on the counter. I don't know if it's going to work, but I mean, worth a shot in it. Well defended by Matt Target, who somehow is still here in 2028. It's poor there, though, and Bowman now will have the run ahead of Matt Target and lifts the ball in towards the path of Rasmus Højlund. That is I don't know how much he knew about it, but that's a brilliant save from Nick Pope. I'm wondering if this is why he was brought in to goalkeep today, because he's made 2 good saves so far. Bruno obviously the player to watch because he's just been fucking lethal against every team so far, even when he's come off the bench in Carabao Cup games. Can't really quite... Oh, he has got that in the end. Wins the battle for that one. Dalot. Inside to Bruno. Tries to thread the ball through. I think it's Garnacho asking for it. Bruno going to try and thread it over into the space. And Garnacho's in! Oh, it's a poor... Oh, man, I thought I was going to be brilliant. It was a poor shot in the end. Pretty much right at Nick Pope. The toe poke kind of idea just didn't really work. It was a really good lift from Bruno as well, who just doesn't seem to be losing anything as Darwin Nunez shoots wide, imagining my shock. That's going to bite me in the arse when he scores. For now, we're good. We can meme on Nunez a little bit. Obviously, just going to play it short to Diamande. I mean, we can do the long goal kick because Højlund's up top, but I don't know, to be honest. Martinez, Ugarte, knocks it into Dalot. Target's left Bowman open here. Not what you want to do. Instead of passing it, he cuts in, plays it to Garnacho. Great save again, Nick Pope! There's a reason that he's getting in a header riot right now. He has been very, very good early on. And I'm slightly concerned. Bruno is going to call Garnacho close. He's going to call Bowman close. Going to try and knock it in. Not quite there, but fair enough. Ugarte. Again, Pope is at it. Have they made the goalkeepers better? Because if so, good. I'm liking the challenge. Then again, second half against Bournemouth, we just kind of put that theory to bed by just twatting flooring. But who knows? Bruno. I really wish we had a centre back that would come to these. Diamande is kind of there, but not kind of there enough. Like, he doesn't go in for it. It's Dalot that seems to be the middleman there. Maybe a different idea needed. I'm an idiot, by the way. That's not what I want to. I want it to be Bowman, not Dalot there. Martinez covers Dalot's area really well. That's not where I've passed it, but okay. That was more kind of the area I wanted it. I want it to Ugarte. It will get to Ugarte finally. Dalot. People just sit about on the edge. I just don't really know which one to go for. Cariolo. Back to Garnacho. Straight to the hands. I wanted him to take a touch, to be honest. Straight to the hands of Nicholas Pope, Esquire. Oh! Tried to win the header over Nunez, but ball rolls through to United. Well, so far today, we've dominated first halves and just not been able to score, and then they go and score. So I'm not sure if the same thing will happen again. Dalot, try to lift it in. Oh, that's a great lift. Garnacho, that's a great lift. Diogo Dalot. Everyone came out of the box. Dalot was like, all right, let's lift this in and see what we can do. Garnacho meets it superbly, and it's a really nice volley from the Ballon d'Or holder. It's really well chipped in, and Garnacho volleys that to perfection with his weak foot, might I add, into the bottom right. Pope's been good today, but unable to stop that, and we lead Newcastle at the Theatre of Dreams. If there is one man that will not be denied in this career mode, it is our number 7, Alejandro Garnacho. Obviously, in real life, it's a bit difficult for Garnacho at the moment, but in career mode, he is the dream player. He's played it to Bowman here. We could go 2 up. We just have the option on. Newcastle pack the box now. Just waiting to try and see if they drop out a little bit. Ball towards Garnacho. It doesn't win headers. It would have been nicer to have Garnacho close and then Højlund further away. Højlund more likely to get connection to it. Now Newcastle. They might be looking, well, they will be looking for an equaliser, which is how will they go about it. The main problem for me when we play Newcastle is Anthony Gordon. Not just say Tyrell Malacia got a goal. Sorry, I'm distracted. I lost the ball because of it. Tyrell Malacia scoring for West Ham might distract me into conceding here. Which is quite understandable, to be honest, because it's Malacia. Who's running? Is it Cariolo again? He loves fucking going forward, doesn't he? He doesn't like defending. Højlund, why has he headed it? Can someone explain to me why the man has headed that? It's not a corner. And I'm going to go short because it just seems like Dallow's the only option in the box. And as much as he is tall enough, I just don't want him to be the one to header it, really. There might be a few more short corners coming into the future at Manchester United. Because I just don't like Dallow being the option in the middle. So we'll bring out Agarte, apparently. Fair enough. Swing it in. Dallow is still the option there. Could fall to Minor. Does fall to Minor. Twatted by Minor. Hope saves it. Højlund keeps it in. Oh, he's offside the wank. Why are you offside? He's a bloody... Oh, mate, I should have left it. Oh, fuck off. His arse is offside. His arse is offside. Oh, Rasmus Højlund. His arse is offside. How would you have your fucking rear end offside, mate? Come on. Focus. Yeah, Newcastle. This is not the Newcastle I played last year. This is not the Newcastle I played last year. This Newcastle is struggling. And it's a free kick in a very, very good position. Lloyd Kelly makes the mistake. And Bruno is capable of putting these in the onion bag. Can he do it against Newcastle like he did against Everton? He can. But will it go down as a Bruno goal or will it go down as an own goal? It's another free kick goal from Bruno Fernandes. But will the credit be given to the Portuguese Magnifico? Lloyd Kelly didn't want to give it away. It was quite a soft foul on Garnacho, but it was a foul. There's no debating that. And Bruno right on the edge just has to lift it over. I think he's deflected off of Anthony Gordon. Or has it just missed the Englishman? I believe the credit will go to Fernandes. It was on target. But I believe it's deflected off of Gordon, which has kind of put Pope off there, I think. And I believe if it should give the credit to Bruno. It does. It looked as if it came off Anthony Gordon, and that's probably what's taken out the path of Pope. Well, where Pope thought it was going to go. Jurasek with the pace. Probably the only one that could probably take on Cariolo for pace, it looks like, at the moment. Ball is in. Good tackle, Minor. Well done again. And there is no right back. Which means Garnacho has free reign. And it'll probably be 3-0. I mean, this Newcastle team is not the one I faced last year. The one I faced last year was good. Garnacho's been left. There's no right back marking him. And it just takes time. It's quite simply piss easy. I don't know who the right back is. I believe it's Mohamed Simikin, but he just was not there at all. And you just have to be there when Garnacho is there, because if you're not there and he is, it's curtains for you. Let's be real. Good block there from Diomande. Diamande's getting body blocked here, but it's a good save from Oman. 4 minutes at the end of the half. Cariolo doesn't win the ball off Jurasek now. And the ball is in. Oman holds. And once again, you look at this man here. Simikin is back though this time, and Garnacho's been ref. He's kicking me to the bastard floor. It's a free kick to end the half. I don't think it's going to really matter. I don't think we're going to get much from it because the half is so close to ending. But he's just kicking the fuck out of Garnacho there. I think we're going to aim for number 7. Silly not to. Can Garnacho lift it into Rasmus Højlund for 4-0 before the break? Oh my god! This team is unreal! It's a difficult one because I want to maybe up the difficulty, but I know if I do that, I'm just going to lose every game. And this team is so good that it doesn't deserve to lose every game. It's a great ball to Garnacho, who just lifts it in. Højlund meets it with a beautiful diving header. And you know how I said I want to make sure we beat Newcastle with no issue, so we can rest players to Bayern. I think we've done that. I don't really know kind of where to go next. But Garnacho obviously has just been Garnacho. You expect it from him because he is the best player in the world, and that's not hyperbole, that's fact. 3 goals in 5 minutes has really put the kibosh on this for Newcastle, to be honest. It's very one-sided against a Newcastle side that just don't have the strength that they had last year for some reason. They've not put on their best players. Again, not entirely sure why. Maybe tired from the Europa League or Conference League, whichever side of Europe they're in. But this is how it looks at half-time. Garnacho is on a 2-goal, 1 assist already, 10 rating. Bruno is on a 10 rating. I think he just exists and get a 10 rating. I feel like maybe they're overrating Bruno a little bit, but he is that good, so I can accept it. Rasmus Højlund with a goal and an assist and a 9.6. Agarte with an 8.1. Defending ratings are quite low because they've not really had much to do. And Jan Oman has been equal to everything that he's needed to be. 3 shots, 3 saves from the Slovenian. As for the other side of things, Nick Pope's been their best player. And when he's conceding 4 and is still their best player, you know the team sucks. 11 shots in his goal, 7 saves, 4 conceded from the Englishman, who probably should have been put in. It should have been Raya, but I don't think anyone would have stopped the Man United onslaught of that first half. Gordon has not been great. And in fact, I think he was contributed, not intentionally, but helped contribute to one of our goals. And you kind of just see that it's just not really any, like, this Newcastle side aren't really offering anything. I think it's too late for the likes of Isak to come on and Davis and that to even offer anything. They might get a goal or two if they bring them on, but I think the game is largely completed. 58 to 42 in terms of possession, 12 shots to 6, 5.1 expected goals to 0.6. We are insane. The difficulty might be slightly easy. There might be some slider moving around perhaps if it merits it, but I think at this point the team is just good enough that it will probably smash most teams in their way. Put it this way, if we fucking win 6-1 against Bayern, then there's something up with the difficulty. Newcastle looking to try and strike with something at the second half gates here. And they do try, and they will get the rebound because this game is absolutely shit. That's a mix of I couldn't switch to Dallo in time and the game wanted to give them something. I didn't think it'd be so quick. I didn't think it'd be so bullshit. But again, I'm not going to hugely complain. Anthony Gordon pulls one back for Newcastle and celebrates it like they've won the Champions League. Simikin comes off. He's been fucking wanked today, to be fair. On comes Fonzie. Don't know who else is coming on. Probably Isak as well. Fuck if I know. If this is one of those games where it ends 4-all, there might be an early episode ending today. It's just still on the pitch, so they haven't brought on Alexander Isak. It's not a touch I wanted Garnacho to take, and Torreira gets it away. And now Fonzie, out of position at right back, doesn't give a shit, he'll just run through. Unless somebody stops him, which Lisandro Martinez did. But Newcastle have a game plan heading in the second half, apparently. It's called Get Lucky. They've sampled the Daft Punk song for this. Changing Newcastle again, and presumably Nunez for Isak. It's actually not. It's White and Target for Guerrero and Kabar. Has Isak got fucking Eddie Howe's nudes or something? Actually, he'd be starting, wouldn't he? Sleeping with Eddie Howe's missus or something. It's just fucking It is going to be one of these bollocks games. Got it. Understood. The game is going to be 4-all probably. I can't lie, it's really good movement from Gordon to get another goal, but I just don't... this doesn't need to be one of those games where it decides to be a fucking knob. But we're fine as we are, thank you. Doesn't need to be one of these games where it pisses me off. This is why I don't switch it up to Legendary, because I can't defend for shit anyway. And put it to Legendary to make it worse. Hojlund can't win the header, he can win the ball. Knocks it on the edge to Bruno. Pope holds, well, doesn't hold, but he manages to palm it away. Mainu wins the result in the header. Oh, I wanted Garnacho to get it, but I think he was offside, which is why he didn't. Why has Malacia scored again? Gordon shot blocked by Diamande, and it pulls my fucking... It pulls my centre-back out of position. Thank you, Martinez. It does a tackle and pulls my centre-back out of position. Ugarte. I want to make the changes so we are ready for Bayern, but I just don't trust this game not to go 4-all now. And I've aimed that. We'll just see Ace attack out first. Nice on Minor. I've aimed, right, I want to just show you this because I'm going to make some substitutions anyway, but I just need to see it for myself. The ball here. Minor's right in front of me. Minor's right there. Why is it not gone to Minor? I'll get you this. I'll tell you this right now. Even I aim for him, so I don't know why it's done that. Who do we want to save then? Garnacho probably should be saved. So on comes Laurent. Bowman I can take or leave, to be honest. I think he'll be fine. What I mean is I don't think we need to bring him on. Fernandez will be fine. Minor I think we'll swap for Hjulmand. Try maybe shore up the defence a little bit. Dallow's alright. I think try to deal with Gordon. He's not been great. Yeah, no, we'll leave it. Diamande Martinez is fine. Cariola is fine. I was half thinking bringing on Bayer. I think I'm going to do that. Just to rest Hojlund, because that's Carreras, by the way. Because Hojlund's been in good. He's only -5 at striker. But no, Hojlund's been good, so if he keeps this form going, I want to have him ready for Bayern. So plenty of changes in the offing. When they come on is really up to the game. I don't know how Anthony Gordon's gone from being absolute fucking dog trash, by the way, to just being the best player on the pitch by a country mile. Where is Kadiolu? I know where he is, I just don't know why he's not helping me back here a bit. He's just going further forward instead. I can't break through because I've got no left back to try and facilitate here. There we go. I have been red. I have been red, and now we've got no fucking left back. So why can't he Cariola do a bit more defending sometimes? He's done very well there, though. I'm not going to complain. Fernandez, Bowman's asking for it. Can Bowman get it? I don't know what his noises were, but he nearly battled to win it. Rafa Guerrero. Try to escape Roman Bowman. Now Newcastle really could. Bit under the cosh. Benton Kerr shoots it straight at Zano, man. Newcastle putting in a bit of a scare here. Should be fine, but should and will be is different in this game. Like I should be alright not to concede, but this game is fucking guff, and when I tackle I don't get the ball, so there also might be the occasional rebound, and by occasional I mean all the bastard time. So it really is up to the game here. Done well there, Diamande, because he's under pressure, but it's cut off Gordon for the goal kick. The changes will be made. Ball goes all the way to Bayer, who's 6'1". I forgot we had him on, to be honest. I just kind of did that out of instinct. I'm still... I shouldn't be getting distracted by other results that don't even concern me, because Brentford and... Well, I'm Brentford are quite close, actually, but West Ham aren't near me. I'm just shocked that Tyrell Malacia is doing anything in football, let alone scoring twice. I can't lie, I was half thinking of signing him back for the backup to Cariolo, if I'm being real. I was half thinking of signing him back, let him have one more chance with us, but realistically it should be Carreras that gets that chance, and he has been given that chance. He signed for us. Because Carreras is one of those that should never have left. I fucked up. I haven't fucked up there. The game is fucked up. Isak's on, by the way. I don't know if anyone wanted to tell me that. Argument now with Nunez. House saying, I showed commitment to you, mate. See if you could do anything against the league leaders, and you did fuck all. Now Isak's got to try and do something. You've got to try and get 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, and that will go wide. Got Lloyd Kelly off target for Newcastle. They did storm back into it at the start of the second half, but since then there's not really been much happening. And that's probably the best for us, to be honest. Plenty of changes being made by us to try and keep everyone almost as fit as possible for Bayern. I'm trying to keep Fernandes less involved, to be honest. Just because I don't really think we need to bring on Land, and plus I don't really want to bring on Land just now. Cariolo can't turn his man. I will admit, having Alphonso Davies has been a lot better than having Simic in there. Going to be a little breakdown with Garnacho on that other side. Cariolo's been far too far forward the majority of the half. Garnacho's just been in silly positions where I can't pick him out. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because we've won anyway, and Bruno's just going to rocket this in instead. Ah, that would have been cool though, wouldn't it? Headed away, but it's going to be a throw-in to Newcastle as we break late. Try and put this result into doubt. The ball goes in to the hands of Zanoman. That is a great ball from Roman Bowman, by the way. Laurent does struggle a bit. And the reason we haven't picked up Garnacho for a while is because I subbed on Laurent. That wouldn't make sense picking out somebody on the bench with it. Bruno. Cariolo. Ref. Thank you. We'll float it in. I don't really know if it'll lead to anything, but we'll just, you know, test the waters. Doesn't really matter anyway, game's done. Oh, let me have the fucking shot at least, you big prick. Well, it's a 4-2 win, but it probably should have been 4-0. It's just the game wanted to give them a couple of goals, I think, for morale boost, to be honest. The first goal from them was questionable because it was a rebound, obviously. The second goal was alright. I could never seem to make corners clear, and honestly, Gordon did do me quite well for that second one. But the first one, a bit silly. In the end, it was strong enough performance in the first half to overcome Newcastle and add another 3 points to the Premier League total, which puts us, as it stands, unless Liverpool have won, which they probably have, within 1 point of the league leaders. But obviously they'll have played. Whether they have won, I don't know, but fuck knows, who cares at this point. Currently, we're just basking in our glory. 54-46 in terms of possession, 15 shots to 14. They really came back for the second half, I will admit. There was a point where I thought, yeah, they're going to fucking equalise this somehow and just make it completely stupid. But then again, I did that to I can't actually call it stupid because Liverpool were 4-0 up on us at one point and we ended up drawing 4-4. So it's not like it hasn't happened before in this save. I just wouldn't like it if it happened against me. 15 shots to 14, like I said, and a 5.8 expected goals to 3.2 in favour of us. The win was always ours. It was just what did the game think of doing to piss me off. I didn't do much, to be honest, in the end. A goal and yet another 10 rating for Bruno Fernandes, just simply unstoppable. 25 dribbles, by the way, and he completed them all. You just don't get those numbers from a lot of players. Alejandro Garnacho, I can't speak. 2 goals, 1 assist, 9.4. I was going to call him Galhandro. I was just mixing his names together. Hoyland with a goal and an assist and a 9.1. Agarte, solid enough, 8.1 as well. And the other assist coming from Diogo Dalot. Only a 7.1, which I thought he did better than that, but that's maybe just bias. Although, I would be biased. It's my bloody team. 8 shots, 6 saves, 2 conceded. Somehow only garners a 7 rating, but okay. Bayern, Laurent, Hjulmand. Didn't really need to do much. The game was done. It was just for fitness reasons. Man of the match for them was Anthony Gordon. He gets a brace and an 8.9. Unsure how he got both of them, but he did. An assist from Weigl on a 7.9. The other assist coming from Lloyd Kelly, who gets a 7.6. Nunez tried. Well, I say tried. He hit 2 shots off target, but somehow that garners a 7.8 rating. I don't know how ratings work in this game. 13 shots, 9 saves, and 4 conceded. 6.5 for Pope, who didn't really do bad. It was just we were a bit overwhelming in the first half and kind of wrapped things up. Isak didn't really get enough time to have any contribution. And yeah, it was just kind of poor from Newcastle all the way around. So we take up the dub and we go into the post-match interview hoping Liverpool haven't done anything. We can't see there because they haven't played it. But struggling West Ham beat a not-so-struggling Brentford, which slows Brentford down. I don't know how that really affects us. But it does. So there. Kobe Mino shot in the engine room today. Yeah, mine was alright. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't, oh my god, it's Kobe Mino, the best player in the world. But he was solid enough. Like, there's no room for complaint. He did what he needed to do. Garnacho was able to get 5 shots off today. How do you feel about that performance? Good, because he literally just fucking buried him. I don't want to make him more complacent, but he buried him first half, let's be real. Just mudded him. Mudded him. Sometimes that's what you need to do. And then Bruno Fernandes is just the best player in the world. And I will have... Well, I say best player in the world. He's the best player in the world not to win a Ballon d'Or. Could he be up for the Ballon d'Or, you know? It just makes you think. Could he be up for the Ballon d'Or? Could Bruno Fernandes, at the tender age of 34, be the best player in the world? He might be in the nominees. I don't think he wins it. I think if I had to pick from Manchester United, I think Garnacho retains it. But out with Manchester United, I don't know. There could be a lot of nominees that did better than Garnacho. For all I fucking know. But what I do know is that, I mean, Garnacho and or Bruno are in the conversation. I believe Garnacho will probably get nominated. We've heard reports and rumours from a reliable source that Garnacho will once again be in the voting. But it is just, was there anyone better out with England? Was there anyone better out with Manchester United? Surely there'll be a few Bayern nominees. There'll be a Musiala potentially, or one of their players. I'm trying to think who fucking pissed me off in the Champions League final, but I think everyone just did. Gyökeres wasn't there at that point, so he won't be up for it. I'm trying to think, but my brain doesn't work. So that is the plans up today, and we will move on to potentially revenge. But at the very least, a rematch against the team that beat us in the Champions League final last year. It is a rematch of the 2028 Champions League final. Will it be a dub for United, or will it be a dub for the current reigning and defending Champions League holders? Before we do that, I just want to take a quick gander at the Prem table. I'm sorry for yawning. For some reason, I'm always tired. Liverpool lost. Who did the deed? Because we might go top by the end of the day. Who did it? Give me the confirmation. Brighton and Hove Albion. Who are right behind us, actually. Brentford are in the top 4, so they are something to worry about. We've only just overtaken them, actually. They were above us. But Tyrell Malacia, he's always been a United boy through and through. Puts 2 past Brentford to help us. That's one thing I gotta check. Is it actually true? Did he actually got 2 goals, or was it just glitched? Carranza's got quite a few for Feyenoord, but they'll have played for the playoffs. But that's not really my main concern. I'm more Sesko's fucking killing it. But so's Bruno. Bruno's up there. Jacob Brown for Luton Town. That's not meant to rhyme. It's only Roman Bowman that's meant to have the accolade. But Jacob Brown for Luton Town is up there. That's actually not even the right page, is it? It's the team stats on. Unless Tyrell Malassi's in the top 25 goal scorers. Can you imagine? Oh my god, so much scrolling. Malassia might be their top scorer. Malassia is their top scorer. What? Like, what? Why is he so good over there? I mean, he wasn't bad for us, was he? Let's be real. It's just a rating. Didn't really hold up. Is there a chance he's in the top 25? Probably not. I'm just kind of pissing around a little bit before we go into this game against Bayern. Does Malassia make the cut? No. Fair enough. Would have been funny though, wouldn't it? It's because Gordon scored twice past us. Roman Bowman's in there on 4. Garnacho's on 5. Bruno Fernandes is on 7 in 6 games. And you're telling me he's washed? He's not washed. He's only 34. But Benjamin Sesko, top goal scorer, probably will be up there by the end of it. Obviously, Garnacho will be in contention. But the way Bruno's going, who says he can't fucking win the Golden Boot? 9 and 5 for Garnacho, not 8 and 5 for Bruno. Garnacho goes ahead on contributions. But Bruno, for his age, is killing it. It's a bit mad, really. But what I do know, ladies and gentlemen, is that I can't fucking, stall anymore. We've got the rivals. We've got Bayern Munich. They're down in 12th, having won their first game. We're up in 5th, having won our first game quite considerably. We're only team to win both their games so far. There's still quite a lot to play. But the other team that have played 2-1 so far is Inter Milan, former Champions League winners in this save. There have been 4 different Champions League winners. Benfica, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. Oh, sorry, no, Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich. Real Madrid haven't won it in these 4 seasons. So, we haven't had an English winner yet. I'd like to do it, but long way to go. So before we go into this game, let's take a look at the news stories. Inter beat Fenerbahce. Atletico drew with Leipzig. Dinamo Zagreb beat Juventus. What the fuck? Yeah, we play Bayern in the 2028 Champions League final rematch. Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho in the team of the week for Manchester United. City have a few players in there, which means, unfortunately, they've probably won. I don't know who Poole is. I'm going to have to go look at him. He's probably going to be some mad fucking regen. I just scrolled past Garnacho without even reading it. Why am I doing this? Garnacho continues to impress with the Manchester United star leading the season's assist charts in the Premier League. He's a big goal scorer, but his assists weren't really kind of up with the goals. This season, they are. So, fair play to Alejandro Garnacho. Slightly more unselfish. Respect. Villa beat Wolves. After going forward to the match against Newcastle, Fernandes is named player of the match. And Garnacho puts his name on the score sheet for Manchester United in a 4-2 win against Newcastle. And I don't think there's anything else to cover for us because that's all the European results I already read. So let's go talk to the media. How do we feel about this match? Manu did really well, yeah. I only brought him off because he was tired. Maybe we check him on again. Encourage him. If nothing crazy happens this episode, we've got the Champions League final rematch title, anyway. Apparently Kolyosho has been killing it. I believe it. Do I think my Diogo Dallo can stop him? Well, nobody else's Diogo Dallo is going to do it. I've got faith in Dallo. Well, Bayern, yeah, I think Manu will be fine. I hope. I don't know, to be honest. Bayern beat us last year. I'm just thinking on revenge. Thinking about revenge. And then something else I'm thinking about. How long is it? Because I am genuinely curioso. Because it's been a while since the season started now. It was like mid-August. And you might be wondering, what are you fucking on about? Because sometimes I wonder that too. When's he back? 3 weeks. That's fine. Still got a bit of time yet. He should be back from Milan then, shouldn't he? Or is my maths off? There's a 2 week break after Palace and Liverpool, so yeah, Milan will probably be his return game. So this is the team of the Champions League winners then. It's a bit mix and match. The defence probably will not have Eric Dyer in it, although I could be mistaken. Surprised he's even still playing football at this point. But that is the team that we will come up against preliminary-wise. It's the one they've put out there. Alisson Becker in goal, Udogie and Kalulu as the fullbacks, Dyer and Marquinhos as the centre-backs, Limer and Paulinho as the CDMs, with Paulinho captain and in the side, Odebear off the left, Aaron Kunda off the right, Musiala at cam, and Endrick at striker. It's a really good young team, to be honest. Gyökeres, Lunin, Goncalves, Pavlovic, Kolayosho, Martin Fernandez, and Gnabry on the bench. Obviously, it's going to be a really good team. They won the fucking bastard Champions League last year. Gyökeres played ahead of Endrick last time and got 2 goals. So it's probably a safe bet that Viktor Gyökeres will start. Even though Endrick's high rated, maybe a bit of a battle there. Aaron Kunda, what's he at now? 80. I'm glad he's getting game time though. Lucky. Odebear as well. He's probably around the 80 rated mark. 82. Yeah, he's decent. Kolayosho is one I'm interested in because apparently he's been lighting it up. So maybe we'll see him. I really don't know who we're going to see. Benedict Kaiser sounds like a regen that's going to be cracked. He's a regen, but he's not cracked. And there was somebody I was going to check. Oh, it was the Man City goalkeeper, Poole. But before that, we see that Bayern used a tiki-taka style of ball. Udogie and Lime are the key defensive players. Musiala and Endrick, the key attacking players. It's just going to be fucking mad. They're going to be difficult to counter-attack against, which kind of ruins our whole plan, to be honest. But I'm still going to do it and see if it works, because we've got the players to just change the game. I just need the results. So, that is what we've got. Before we go in, I want to check this goalkeeper just to see if he's cracked or not. I also want to see if Edison's retired, because if they're using Poole. Edison's now 35. Still at City. But his form's bad. So who's this Poole kid? I'm assuming he's... Don't assume. I'm assuming he's English. And he... What? Right, okay. Well, okay. I don't know. 63 rated goalkeeper getting the Premier League Team of the Week. Fair enough. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. I don't understand this game. What are we going to use against Bayern, you might be asking? I don't think we switch anything from this, to be honest. Obviously, we switch the bench about. Put Bayer on there. Carreras as well. But I don't think we switch from this. I don't think we need to. I don't think we divert. Just going to change Mr. Rasmus Højlund to a advanced forward. Or from an advanced forward to a poacher. Minu, I don't know what to switch him to because I can't see the fucking pluses. Does he not have a plus plus? He does have a plus plus. I was going to say. I'm assuming Inacio has a plus plus as well. Just have 2 stoppers. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go like that. Who can it hurt? Everyone's got a plus plus apart from Dallo. Fuck's sake. Do you not have a plus plus at all though? False back, regular, wing back plus. Back regular. Fair enough. You know what, Dallo? If you don't want to be part of this team, just let me know. We'll get a plus plus fucking wing back in. No, I'm joking. In all seriousness, that is our team. No, There's our team. I know our team. I don't need to fucking see our team. I want to see their team, but because I wasn't paying attention, like an idiot, I just pause at the start of the kickoff. I'm probably very well aware of what they've got. Joe, I'm not going to pause it. Is that Harry Kane? I thought it was Harry Kane for a second. I was like, what? It's Gyökeres, who starts ahead of Hendrick. Musiala, Limer. It seems to be the men that you would expect. Irankunda. I do like that. Guardiola cuts it out from Martin Fernandes, and now they've left. That's a silly idea. They've left space for Garnacho, and they've left the Marquinhos to try and stop him. It could be early curtains for Bayern Munich. Oh, good block, Palhinha. But yeah, what the fuck are they doing there? Fernandes went way too far up, and Garnacho got the better of him, mainly because he wasn't there. But now it could be Dalot going too far up, and Odegaard gets beaten to the punch by the man who missed that penalty that meant we failed to win the Champions League, Diogo Dalot. We'd all do it against him though. Obviously it's disappointing, but end of the world. It's already level between Real Madrid and Rangers after 6 minutes. Kylian Mbappe putting one past Rangers, never something I thought I'd hear, but quite funny. Minu, Dalot, turns it out to Bowman. He wants to go all the way in here. Tries to beat Udogie, but unfortunately it's Destiny Udogie and he's quite good. And it's going to be a ball out probably towards the right or the left back. Left mid, I can't speak. But what I do know is that 250 matches now for Carlos Rodriguez. Blocked by Inacio. It's moved him out. I went to switch player. He didn't move. Minu just had to close him down. Oh, great tackle by Limer, but Minu will get on the loose ball. You can't leave it for a second. Højlund gets himself back onside. Guardiola. Garnacho's asking for it. Garnacho will get it. Closed down by Pierre Kalulu that time. I really like how we've come about this, aggressive, but we are also leaving Musiala in space, which is not a good idea. I'll be real. I want to get hold of Minu, but they won't let me, so we'll go with Ugarte instead. And it's probably good that we went with Ugarte because he's got it away just about. Bit of pressure on him, so he couldn't get it all the way away. Odegaard for Bayern Munich tries to play it inside to Musiala. Dalot reads it. If he can put in a good performance today, I mean, most people have forgotten about it already, the penalty miss. I haven't forgotten about it because I've got quite a good memory when it comes to situations where I'd rather forget them. I don't care. Like, Dalot's still a big part of this team. Man City lead over Porto. Kevin De Bruyne still there. They're not expected to be, I'll be real. Inacio picks up a loose ball. Didn't really want him to be the one to do so. Ugarte, Bruno. Back to Ugarte. Scored a corker against Napoli, I believe. Can he do one against Bayern? He fucking can! Manuel Ugarte is the man with the screamers. It's not the first time he's done it in the Champions League this season. Oh no, it is the first time he's done it in the Champions League this season. Never mind, disregard. Because Hjulman done it against Napoli. Ugarte did it in a different game. But that is fucking filth. And it's 1-0 against a team who beat us in the Champions League final last year. Yeah, it was Hjulman that done it against Napoli. Memory maybe isn't as great as I initially thought it was, but that is a fucking humdinger from Manuel Ugarte, and it puts us up in the Allianz Arena against the Champions League winners. Inacio cuts it out. Now, have Bayern regressed, or have they just not got into the game yet? I wouldn't say it's over by a long shot. Guardiola getting pressed with Musiala. Minu as well. I want it to go back to the goalkeeper. Eventually it might. They're press heavy, and they've pressed Diogo Dalot. Should have just booted it. I should have just booted it, so I passed it around like it's back. Odegaard from range. It's off target. Oh man, had it covered, thankfully, unless it was blocked. Was it deflected, maybe? Nah, just off target from Wilson Odegaard. Who forgot up top? Højlund can launch at him. Yeah, this ain't no fucking Napoli game, ladies and gents. I kind of knew that. I thought Napoli were going to be more of a challenge, to be fair, but it's a Ugarte range again, you know. Yeah, Garnacho's offside from the rebound. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen again, was it? Let's be real. Free kick for Bayern, then off the offside call. I mean, obviously it wasn't intentional to go to Garnacho, but Garnacho's pressed really well. Can't turn in time, can he? Oh, I was meant to go to fucking Bowman. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I'm fuming. I think the pass would get... I'll be real, I didn't think the pass would get to Højlund, and then I aimed it at Bowman, and it went to Fernandes instead. Killed the attack, really. Obviously, it wasn't my intention. Bowman was in such a good spot. Dalot needs to get back. Ugarte currently covering for him. Joao Musiala to Destiny Udogie. Diogo Dalot trying to get some goodwill back. He doesn't need to. I don't mind. He can do what he wants. Conrad Leimer. Roman Bowman. Into Bruno. Back out to Bowman. Floated in. Towards Højlund. It's punched away by Alisson. It's still alive. Bruno. Closed down by Kalulu. He's fallen over. I wanted to shout penalty so bad, but he has just fallen over. Lost his balance there, Bruno Fernandes. He's trying to get the rebound, and it's Odegaard that gets past Dalot. I'm not entirely sure how he's done it. Witchcraft and wizardry. Gyökeres is just not switching to the right player at all. I don't think he switched to the right player once. And Gyökeres fails to put the header on target. For a bit there, it just didn't fancy going to the correct defender, but that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, it hasn't gone in the back of the net, and that's really the main thing, yeah. Well, we've rode the wave so far. And Ugarte's screamer, the only thing to separate the two sides that contested the Champions League final at Wembley just 4 months ago. Although Garnacho, if he's on. Garnacho, if he's on. Oh, it's not far off. Was he on or was he off? I don't know if I lifted it in time. He was on. It's just not quite. He had the finesse plus come up. It's just not quite curled as much as it. Well, as much as I would have liked it to, obviously. Snapped at it a little bit, I'll be real, because I was A, getting closed down, and B, I assumed I was offside. But either way, regardless whether I was onside or offside, I was going to shoot that. It was more just. Couldn't really get the connection I wanted because I was getting closed down. If we can ride this 1-0 into half time, I'll take that. Happily take that. Heading into the break. Once we get past Milan and PSG, if we get wins on them, I'm going to ask the question. Can we win all 8? Good save by Oman. It was blocked slightly, I think. I think it was kind of slowed down by Dalot. That's poor from Kariolu. Gyökeres doesn't get any connection on that because he's off balance when he power shots it. Oman will get it away for half time. And we lead the reigning Champions League holders. A moment of brilliance from Manuel. The Uruguayan absolutely twatting it in off the crossbar from range. Means that we are 1 up on the Champions League champions. Can we hold on? Don't know. That's what the second half's to see about. It is about as on the face of it. We'll go in here probably more XG towards one team, but on the face of it, it's about as even as you can get. 51 to 49 in terms of possession, 6 shots each, and 1.3 expected goals 0.7 for Bayern. We've had 1 shot on target, and it wasn't even the Ugarte's shot because it hit the crossbar, so it was technically off target. Maybe the game hasn't counted that though. But it's been poor in terms of accuracy. But what really matters is 4 of them have been blocked. But also, we've got a goal. And that's, you know, that's all you can really, you know, be happy about. Oman's had a decent first half. 3 shots, 3 saves. Kept them at bay with an 8.4 rating. Manuel Ugarte's screamer earns him a 7.2 at the break. With Bruno, might be under par, but still got the assist for the goal. 7 rating, and I'm sure he'll fucking have that rating go way up by the end. It's been a bit of a middling game, to be honest. Musiala there, man of the match, is trying to make something happen. 7.9. 7 for Odegaard, who's also doing the same thing in a doggy. Who's kept Bowman quite quiet, but Bowman hasn't been altogether shit, although the game has said he has. I think he's been alright. It's been a quiet game where that one bit of brilliance has kind of just separated the sides. Will there be anything else, or will that be it? We head into the second half at the Allianz Arena with a lot of thoughts and interest. Will it be dub season? Or will we drop points in the end against Bayern? It's been really good, really disciplined. A couple of mistakes at the back. I feel like because we're getting pressed too much. I can't complain about that. That's how they're playing. We have to be aware of that. Bowman is getting rattled there by Limer. Thought there was a bit of foul in there, but the ref has not seen that. And it's off the pitch. Odegaard can't keep it in. And there's a change. Bayern early second half. Iran Kunda for Goncalves. A bit more experience off the right. Cannot hurt. Can only help. Darlow to Bowman. Inside to Bruno. Back to Roman Bowman, who was already asking for it. Don't worry, mate. I saw you. We're going to play it to Darlow. Now Agarte. I'm not going to spike with him again, am I? No, I'm not. Hard to break through. They've got a lot at the back here. Bruno's going to try and make the move because Bowman's held off. The challenge Mudogi, and Højlund forces the save out of Alisson. Again, after this, we've got Crystal Palace, who, even though they're kind of in this in the talking point at the moment, top half area, I'm quite confident we can get a result against them. It's just really full focus on Bayern Munich here, and in case they get an equaliser, we need to be prepared. That was a long shot from Dalot. It was never going to really make it to Bowman. As you can see, Selhurst Park hosts our next fixture as we travel to London to face Palace. We need to get the job done here over Bayern first, if we can. And if we can't, then we've had a good fucking hell of a run at it. But they held their nerve over 120 minutes plus penalties. When it comes to 90 minutes, who will be the better team? Roman Bowman does have a free stab at it here, but Limer's catching up. Does have a bit of pace about him, Conrad Limer. Or does he? Because Roman Bowman, he's just gone here. And he's gone solo. Oh, I should have passed it. Got greedy. That's on me. Yeah. Should have played that off. Roman Bowman having a little bit of a moment there, but maybe not the correct decision at the end of it. Should have probably been a pass off. And Bowman's one of those players who will pass off more often than not, but felt like he needed maybe a goal there to play his way into the match, perhaps, because he's been struggling with the Destiny Udogie the whole match. And Dalot has got room now. Limer going to try and cover. Evan Nielsen puts Arsenal in the lead. Ball is terrible from Diogo Dalot, I will admit. I'm not going to make changes unless I absolutely have to. I will be chilling just now. Endrick on for Gyökeres. The Swede hasn't really shone in this one. And the man who started the Champions League final against us will come on to see if he can get anything for Bayern, or can we hold out? Hendrick's desperate. So is Limer. It's blocked by Martinez. No Limer to cover if Udogie gets beaten. Højlund inside. Garnacho's asking for it. Try to stay on side for it as well, but it's a quite impossible ball to play off, to be honest. Can Fernandes get it to... Well, it was meant for Kadiolu, and it will get to the Turk. Now Bruno. Agarte. Bruno. Højlund. That's sensational play, and it's just a really good save from Alisson that prevents anything further. We are going to bring on for 20 minutes Maximilian Bayer, because he's not had a lot of game time today. I feel like he deserves it, especially against the German side, because obviously he played in the Bundesliga. And Asio Martinez just going to have to tough it out, I think, for his last 20 minutes. I know they're tired, but he'll be fine, I think. Although Endrick has just come on. Do we want to do a Diamande switch? I think I'm okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything else. We'll just go with what we've got here. Bayer's the only change. just to see if he can maybe do anything. Gnabry coming on for a dub air as well. I believe Odegaard was one of the ones that scored in the Champions League final. Hasn't quite had the same success today. Maximilian Bayer, formerly at Dortmund, so he's getting a bit of a booing around the Allianz as he comes on from Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to pull it short like I always say, because Dallo seems to be the man in the middle for these corners. I'm not on board with crossing it if that's going to be the case. A 1-2 with Bowman might be the more likely option, and it will be. It still tries to find Dallo anyway. Agarte, Leach, half tempted to hit it. Bruno, Agarte, referee, no, nothing doing apparently. Okay, all right. And it could be a counter now for Bayern Munich if we're not careful. Gnabry knocks it off. I'm trying to get the hold of fucking Kadiolu. PSG lead Milan, two teams that we've got to play. Kadiolu closes it down and does brilliantly, expertly to get out of that situation. I don't know if it's going to lock onto anybody in white, but it was brilliant by Kadiolu there. And Agarte, he's been a demon today. Not just a goal, but very good defensively as well. I was considering bringing on Mbeumo for Bowman because Bowman has struggled, but Udogie is a top-class left-back. So there's always going to be like a hint of struggle. But Bowman's been all right. He's been good enough, solid enough. Could have had a goal. Probably shouldn't have gone all the way himself. Carriol's going to try and cut in here. Yeah, not going to happen. Martin Fernandez saw it all the way. Just didn't really have much on. We've got 9 minutes to hold out if we can. And if it does turn out to be the winner, we will be watching that Agarte goal back because it was just fucking voluptuous. That's not the word I'm wanting to use, but it's the word that's come to mind as I'm trying to defend here. Should be fine. And it is a goal kick. Not long to hold out. Can we do it? Get one back over on ye old Champions League winners. I'm just going to try and launch this to Højlund. I don't know if it'll make it to Højlund. It's locked onto Bruno. Can Bruno knock it? He can. Bowman. Oh, it's a good ball. It wasn't the ball intended because it was meant to go out to Garnacho. But it's a good passing from Bowman. It's just Bruno's kind of in a situation there where there was many men on him, and that's why I wanted to go to Garnacho instead. But fuck me, I guess. Martinez has come quite far out here and done a little foul. Let him know. Destiny Udogie. Ball fired in, and it's not the greatest, and it could be countered on because Alejandro Garnacho isn't by any means a slouch. That will be taken down by Bayer. Bowman is there. Is he on? He is on! And it's Roman Bowman. We said he'd struggled a bit today, but Udogie went so far up. And on the counter-attack, it wasn't exactly how I drew it out. I wanted Garnacho to put it straight to Bowman. But Højlund being the facilitator helped quite a bit. And he just had more than enough time because Udogie was not there. He had to pick his corner, put the ball away, out of reach of Alisson, and that will secure a famous 3 points. Well, I mean, if it wasn't done already, it is now. Just 2 minutes left. Even if they get a goal here, it is over. And Roman Bowman, first Champions League game, first Champions League goal of this season, and we're just going to launch it. If he's offside or if he's onside, it doesn't really matter. Game's done. It is a 2-0 win against a team we couldn't beat in the Champions League final. Revenge is sweet. Two-nil dub. Beautiful goal from Agarte. Well-worked goal at the end for Bowman to seal the 3 points. On the balance of play, I reckon we deserved it. Bayern were dangerous. Bayern were very good. defensively as well for the majority of that, but we just about got it over the line. 53 to 47 in terms of possession for the hosts, with 10 shots to 7 in favour of us, 2 expected goals to 1.3 as well. A very, very good result, to be honest. A clean sheet against the Champions League winners, which means Zano Man will get man of the match, but for me, obviously, it's going to be Agarte, a stallion in midfield, and then that banger as well. So take your pick. It's either or. 3 shots, 3 saves from Zanoman, who keeps the clean sheet. A goal and 8.4 from Agarte. Bowman did really get a bit more involved second half. It was just a Dogi's a really good left back to try and beat. So he's done well to even do anything. A goal and 8.1. Bruno with an assist at 7.9. I think I misspoke when I said Højlund got the assist. It was actually Maximilian Bayer who came off the bench and got the assist and a 6.8. With his only pass of the game. He came on late, and yeah, it was Bayer. So my apologies there. If you're wondering why I said Højlund, I thought Højlund was still on. It was Bayer that got the assist. Man of the match for them was Musiala, who again, he's just trying to force Bayern to do anything today. Couldn't manage it. 7.4. Pierre Kalulu, actually pretty good centre-back at 7.3. And Destiny Udogie for a lot of the game kept Bowman quiet, 7.1. But he left the position one too many times, and Bowman took advantage. Alisson Becker, 5 shots, 3 saves, 2 conceded. And a poor display from Endrick and Gyökeres. And they went for a 4-2-2, I think, here. And it really didn't work out either. So nothing could work for the Champions League winners. By no means are they out of it. I think they're still going to finish top 8. But that is huge for us to maybe knock them down a peg. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is possibly the biggest win of the season yet. Where does that put us in the standings? Maybe top, depending on goal difference. Depends on how other teams have done. But that is fucking massive. Fernandes wasn't at his peak, Fernandes, but he did good enough. More than enough to seal the deal anyway. We'll always encourage our captain. We'll always encourage our best players. We'll always encourage everyone if they put in a good fucking showing, but... Big dub. Yeah, Fernandes, I don't want to fucking encourage him because he'll get complacent, but he's resting next game anyway, fuck it. We're going to put Land in for the next game. And Kolyosho usually dictates the tempo. We're just going to fucking ask 3 fucking questions about Bruno fucking Fernandes. There was other players on the game. I'd meant to watch the Agarte goal again and completely forgot. But there was other players in there. Agarte was definitely the best. Oman it's given it to, but I will take either Oman or Agarte. They both got 8.4s. Agarte was my personal favourite, purely because of the fucking strike. But again, Bruno was not the main man there. And I don't want to, like, no disrespect intended to Mr. Fernandes Esquire, but he wasn't. I'm not bold enough to give another shot to Gillet. But I am bold enough to rotate some of the players around. So that is the team sorted as we sim towards 8th place, Crystal Palace. We're currently in 2nd. That might fall because we play on the Sunday. I'm presuming Liverpool and Arsenal have already played. Unsure which way that's gone. Please be Arsenal. It has not been played yet. Fair enough. It looks like there's more games on Sunday than there was on Saturday. As there's one on Monday as well. Some of the teams have played. Aston Villa entering the top 4. And Chelsea on their way up. Arsenal doing alright. City slowly climbing up the table, unfortunately. West Ham still stinking. Spurs still stinking, but they haven't played yet. I've got hiccups a little bit, sorry. Don't mind me. Right. This arguably, besides Bournemouth, which was actually a bit of a struggle, should be the easiest game of today as Teagle Land continues to grow as a shadow striker. We're just going to... I think I'm going to keep him on this till we get his overall up to 82, potentially. Or do we want a bit more vision? Ooh. Advanced Playmaker might be good, actually. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll switch to Advanced Playmaker. It gets a bit more speed. Composure and that gets a bit better. Passing improves. Shot power and long shots, yeah. Teagle Land is going to be really good, but again, does Bruno ever stop? I don't think we're going to get Digoland involved until Bruno retires. And I don't know when or if Bruno is going to retire. I think he might just keep going until the fucking end of time at this rate. I did see there that we finished our Bhutan Youth Scout mission. I don't know if we'll have anyone. Sharad Chowdhury, 52 at 72 overall, 63 at 77 potential. I mean, it's going to be, even if we do bring someone in, and it looks like we're not going to, just quick scroll around, maybe Nitin Sharma, but they're not ever going to make it. So I don't know. We might just sack it off. But 56-74 overall for Nitin Sharma, 66-80 potential. Probably the only one that maybe could have had a chance, but it's not going to have a chance. Adim Belbase, overall 54-72 potential, 60-73. We're going to decline. Durgesh Bora, overall 55-73 potential, 60-74. It's just their overalls look good on the fucking face of it, and the potentials just let them down. For a 5-star scout, I thought it might get better. Balin Gaoshan, overall 44-60, potential 58-80. Think about time we get somebody else in the youth academy instead of Harvey Gale, because I feel like there's only so much one man can do in this youth academy. Is there a 5-star available? There isn't. Aiden Marks, fuck it. Anyone else? 5-star, 5-star? No, 4-star. Fucking okay. I'm not going to send both of them out. We'll just send Marks out. See if we can find a Baldanzi. Always like doing that. Again, we don't need anyone. It's just for a bit of fun. It's up till January. See if we can find a Baldanzi. Shadow Striker, Classic 10. In fact, we'll just go Shadow Striker, Playmaker. I wonder if less pluses you get, more chances you get getting somebody decent. We'll do that. Fuck it. Again, the Youth Academy doesn't really matter. I don't think we have anyone that I give a shit about in the Youth Academy. Like, with all respect, I don't think there's anybody I care about in the Youth Academy apart from Leon Weston, so it's just a matter of keeping an eye on him as he continues to grow with that very good potential. Everyone else can either take it or leave it. If they want to get promoted, they can get promoted, but as long as they're ready to leave as they get promoted, or they can just walk out. I'm not fussy. Anywho, next game, Palace. They are in 9th, we are in 2nd. A win here, depending on other results, could put us top. Liverpool and Arsenal, the big game of the weekend. I'm hoping Arsenal could do something for me, but I'm not betting on it. They're not going to Gyökeres anymore, so I don't know even who their main man will be. I suppose they've still got Lamine Yamal, who will be a problem. And for the Player of the Month nominees, I think it's the exact same ones, maybe besides Jackson, same ones as the August ones. Šeško, Jackson, Ponomarenko and Bruno Fernandes in the Player of the Month nominees. Chelsea beat West Ham. St Patrick's Athletic lost to Fortuna Sittard. Don't know how that really affects me. Kabongo gets a hat-trick, as does Tucci. West Ham play Chelsea. Some other European results. A solid display from Manchester United's defence. So Rodriguez's players keep a clean sheet against Bayern Munich as they won 2-0. Slightly pissed off, as you can tell. After a great performance in the match against FC Bayern, Oman is named player of the match. It was him or Ugarte, wasn't it? And I'm fine with Oman getting it. A clean sheet against the Champions League winners is nothing to sneeze at. Do we go top of that table? Quickly checking. I'm assuming yes on goal difference, and I would be correct. But yeah, out of the 36 teams contending, only 4 have won their first 2 games. Arsenal have done it the boring way, winning both games 1-0. But Inter Milan, Real Madrid and Manchester United among the 2-game winners. And it's knocked the Champions League winners all the way, that 23rd, nearly out of the top 24, but not quite. I don't think they'll fall out of top 24. I think they'll still get top 8, to be honest, Bayern Munich. But that is huge for us as we now move on to the next game. Opponent analysis then for Palace. Who have they got? They got 5-back. I hate 5-backs. Do you know what? I remember last game against Palace. I'm just thinking now, what do we want to do here? Because Kovar's in goal. Adaramola, Mukiele are the wing-backs. Diego Carlos, Holding and Kenny are the back 3 with Carlos Captain on the side. Kamada and Wharton are the centre mids. And then we go to the top bit here because Amo Amayo is on the left wing. Raksaki is on the right wing. He was the fucking issue last time out for me. And then Milik goes up top, which is a weird choice on paper, but it actually is quite effective. Because I remember he was doing alright against me last time as well. Arda Güler is on the bench. I do not know what the Crystal Palace manager is smoking. Roger and Ketia, Baku, Chadi Riyad, Ronal and Sarr all on the bench. Tactical preset. They played a kick and rush. There is no key players on either end. But the counter-attacking style against the 5-back is never really good, so I don't really know which way we're going to go here. At the gates, it looks like Ronaldo's getting the game time, 78 rated at 36 years of age, rather than Matej Kovar, who is younger and better. Grossetti getting a goal, and Ketty with 3 out the gate. Milik isn't getting game time. I do not know who Franco Umue Chibueze is, but he's got a goal as well. Florinel Coman, I know who he is. He's doing aight. Yeah, there's not really standouts, apart from maybe Nketiah. Arda Güler only having 3 appearances, despite being like, oh, mate, what the? Would you not just move away? I mean, I'm happy to take you on. You'd still be behind Bruno Fernandes, but I'd be happy to take you on, Arda. Like at this point, try to save Arda Güler from Crystal Palace might be the move. But before that, we've got to beat them. That's more important. And I said I was going to rotate a little bit. We're not going to go to the Team 2 template because I don't want to rotate that much. We've got 2... oh, true. Yeah, my brain is not burning. I was going to complain there, but I realised I'm an idiot. So it's fine. What do I want to do then? Oh, man, yeah. Cadiola. Do I want to give Carreras a game? Against Raksaki? Nah, keep Cadiola. In fact, no, I'll give Carreras a game because Cadiola won't play against Liverpool. Or Carreras will play against Liverpool. Martinez hasn't had a game in a bit. I'll keep Martinez and bring in Weber. Agarte stays in because he's just a fucking ball, which means unfortunately minor drops. Bruno for Land, I said I was going to do already. Bowman will leave. Garnacho will leave. And Bayer shouldn't start. We know that from past experiences. So that is what we're going to do for this game then against Palace. It's still quite strong. Should be more than enough to overcome them. But also a bit of rotation. We do have a 2-week break after this before we face Liverpool. So it's not the be-all and end-all, but this is a team we're going to use. Oman in goal. Carreras and Martinez the fullbacks. The other Martinez and Weber the centre-backs. Agarte and Hjulmand the CDMs. Hjulmand does the armband, which we're just going to interrupt and switch to Leacher. Land at cam, Garnacho off the left, Bowman off the right, Højlund at striker. At Selhurst Park then it is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Like I said, a win here could catapult us to the top if results go our way. I should look at the Palace team, shouldn't I? But again, I think it should be alright. Let's see what they're going to bring to the table. Ronaldo in goal. Michaela, Riyad, Kenny, Diogo Carlos, and Esbrand. Gonzalez, Phillips, Uma, Chibueze, and Ketty and Coman. Okay, right. So we don't need to worry about Raksaki because he's not playing. Whereas we've got Oman. Martinez times 2, Weber, Carreras, Hjulmand, Agarte, Land, Bowman, Garnacho, Højlund. I was half thinking in Burmo, and he'd probably get some sub minutes this game, but we do like a bit of Roman Bowman. Tigo Land already getting involved early. Garnacho might try and float us to Hoyland early. He will float us to Hoyland early. It's away by Kenny. Well, as far as Hjulmand, can we scrap a little bit? Nah, not got anyone there really to scrap for it. Hjulmand, good tackle. Land. Garnacho. Ball roll. Shot. Today, please. Like, I wondered if a shot was going to happen. You know what? Warm up the keeper a little bit. Garnacho. This is unfair. It's really unfair. Now Tigo Land. It's blocked. He might have a second chance here. Hjulmand. Spread it out to Martinez. Back into Land. Take his man on perhaps. No, Bowman's there. Why not? Good save again, Ronaldo. I can see why he's getting the fucking game time. But Garnacho is not letting them escape. As good offensively as he is defensively. Ugarte now. Another screamer perhaps. Off the crossbar. Is he screamer central or something? Hjulmand. Martinez. We have come flying out the gates here. Martinez. Bowman. Hoyland. Fuck, we are on firing all cylinders in the first 9 minutes. No goal yet. No problem though at the moment. Alejandro Garnacho. He's going to say, excuse me, Tigo, can you come short? And he'll say, yeah, and we'll say, swing it in. Will we find somebody? Nope, and it could be a counter. It won't be a counter yet, thankfully. Especially with passing like that. Tigo Land. Oh, I wanted to hit that so bad. Still could, maybe, but nah. Been closed down. Hjulmand. Ugarte. Garnacho. Back. Carreras. Maybe could have given it to Land, perhaps. I don't know. It was kind of marked though, low key. Do need Carreras back, just in case. It'll get me a while. It'll probably take me a while to stop calling him Alvaro Fernandez. I'm trying my best to learn. I've done alright today so far. Ugarte. There is no Garnacho to outlet to here. Holding it up for Alejandro. Hoyland. Bowman. I was going to say he can't miss that, but he has. He's absolutely just not hit that I wanted to at all. I don't know if that's his fault or my fault. Ugarte. Hjulmand. We have come out of the gate crazy. We seem to do this every game. But it takes a while for us to score. But not this time. Tigo Land. I think that's his first goal of the season. I might be mistaken. But it's a lead again for Man United. And we really do want this invincible season. It would be nice. You have to remember we've got Liverpool next, so that's the only problem potentially on the near horizon anyway. It's a good hit from Land, and it will be a lead for the boys in red. Martinez, it's away. Land. Now Bowman. Could be 2-0 in a minute. I don't really know. Hoyland laying it up for Bowman. Now Land's making a charge in. Garnacho's nabbed it. Okay. Fair enough. It was meant for the number 13, but it's gone to the number 7 instead. I can't really complain because it's gone to the Ballon d'Or winner, but I would like it to go to the man I asked it to. I suppose they're both in the same place. That's kind of the issue. First time, I think, Palace have prolonged time in our half. And there is no cover now for Garnacho. Cherry Riyad has moved out centre-back to try and be that cover. Land. Kariolu. Try to swing it in. It is Cherry Riyad who's doing a job here. Try and prevent this, but nobody's marking marking Hjulmand on the edge. Bowman, they're really steadfast with their defending here. Oh, that's the correct word. They're really just sitting back. I'm just trying to find a way through. Oh, it's a great interception. Oh, is it going to work though? It is. It's a great save as well from Ronaldo. Why not? I mean, why not? The confidence is there today. And Garnacho, again in the way. Garnacho's put on a defensive display here. Not only fucking attacking one. Been a better defender than attacker so far in this game. It's great reading by Arno Martinez, but it's even better reading by Wilson Esbrand. And Palace look dangerous. Maybe look on for an equaliser. Martinez does get there first. Arno Martinez. Both Martinez is involved there. Yilmaz just bullied Bowman to the floor, albeit unintentionally. It was still pretty funny. Weber hasn't had much to do today. He's done much wrong. Ref. Oh, oh, fuck's sake, I thought it was a foul. I was getting excited thinking it was Bruno Rage again, and it's offside. Oh, mate. I was really excited for a fucking free kick. Carreras wins it back but can't keep the ball under pressure. Does it second time, and this time should be able to keep it for a little bit longer. Agarte out to Carreras. Ball could be looking for Bowman. It was meant for Højlund, I'll be real with you. It was meant for Højlund. Bowman doesn't really have the height to win a header, so I'm surprised he even won the fucking thing. And he doesn't really have the heading quality either. Excuse me, I've got hiccups all over the place today. To be honest, I'm not feeling 100% like well. I do feel a bit sick today, but that's just that's not anything to do with hiccups. I think I drank a drink too fast, which is regular, I suppose. Weber all the way to land. They're not marking the little Dutchman that could. He's got qualities of Bruno, hasn't he? But he's just nowhere near. Like, he has a hit on him, but maybe he doesn't need to hit it all the time. He is the difference maker so far at this first half, though. We've been all over Palace, but there's only one shot that's gone in, and that's come from Tigo Land. We're now launching it all the way to Eduardo Nketiah. Weber winning every header, finding Land with every pass. There's not any cover really going on. I think they're all just so focused on Garnacho, which is a right move because that's a decent effort that Renal has pushed away. It's been all United this first half, but unfortunately we've only got one goal to show for it. It's slightly irritating. Can we get another one before the break? It will fall to Yilmaz. It'll fall to Weber. It will deflect into the hands of Renal, and that will probably be it. It is it. Been all us though. Defensively, we've been alright, mainly because we've not really had anything to do. And offensively, we've been alright because we've scored. I'm just not sure where the next bit is from here. A goal lead, though, is no bad thing. Especially after that Bayern game where we're all probably exhausted. We've been absolutely dominant. 66 to 34 in terms of possession, 15 shots to 2, and 2.9 expected goals to 0.1. We should be able to secure a dub second half. Renawa's put in a hell of a shift. Wouldn't be surprised if he's on a 10 rating, or at least very close to one. But our man of the match is Tigo Land, with an 8.5 and the goal that made the difference. Alejandro Garnacho has been trying his best, but he's been thwarted at every opportunity. Agarte putting in an hour shift, 7.8. Højlund's been solid. Arno Martinez with the assist for the Tigo Land goal at 7.1. And Jean Oman hasn't really had anything to do. No shots, no saves. So his rating's automatically low. Weber has been better than a 6.1. But not much better because we haven't really had anything to do, I suppose. As for them, yeah, Renal has been absolutely on it, like a car bonnet today. The only player that's had any redeeming quality from them. 8.6 rating with 11 shots, 10 saves, and 1 conceded. Home Kenny, who is a regen, is the next best player. Nico Gonzalez has not really been lighting it up. Nobody really has, especially Michele and Coman, who are under a 5 rating. The second half, will they come out firing or will we secure the dub? I'd like to go, obviously, for 5 dubs today, now that we beat Bayern, but obviously we've still got Liverpool. Newcastle was one I was unsure on, I'll be real. Palace is one I'm sure on, and it'll probably go wrong. Because Bowman has put absolutely no effort into that ball towards Højlund. Carreras, Garnacho, good turn. Can he escape Mukiele? Yes, he can. Can he find Højlund? No, he cannot. Agarte, Land. Turns the other way, perhaps. Does. Tries to find a space, but Kenny will not fuck off. And it's really great work by the regen. And Agarte misses the tackle, which could be problematic. Palace have Bournemouth next. Oh, not a bad effort from Umare Chubiese. I don't know how to pronounce his fucking name, I'll be real. But it's saved quite easily as Phillips makes way for Arda Güler, who may put some spice into this attack now for Palace. Maybe put some je ne sais quoi, as they say. I don't know who says it. The French do, but I don't know who says it personally. It's picked up by Land. Can we pick out Garnacho here? The correct ball would be massive. The incorrect ball would be shit, and it was an incorrect ball there. I mean, I kind of half expected Garnacho to make a run, but on the same stick of it, he couldn't really, because the defenders would have been playing him offside. Land through to Bowman. Should have been on the floor. Should have been on the floor. I realised as soon as I pressed X it should have been an A. But I think it might have got blocked either way, to be honest. Land. Højlund. Garnacho. Can't give him a moment. Annoying today, Ronaldo. You've been fucking insane. This costs us points, by the way, because he's been absolutely fucking top draw. I'll be very annoyed. Bowman gets fouled. In any other universe, apart from this one, apparently. I think Kenny did get a touch of the ball first, but it just looked foully. I don't know how that makes sense, but you know what I mean. It just felt like he was unjustly tackled. Or maybe I'm just a big defender of Roman Bowman and it was an absolutely okay tackle. There's possible reasons for all of them. Weber tries to get it clear. Miss hit in the end. I don't know who tried to hit it, but Oman will have no issues with that. Dallow's on the run. Oh, sorry, Arno Martinez is on the run. It's usually Dallow. And nobody's picking him up. Bowman's there. No, I couldn't get past Diego Carlos. I was half thinking of going the whole way with Arno Martinez. Obviously, it was the incorrect fucking choice. Because now he's got to track back, stop Florian Coman, which he does. Just about. Weber will get it clear. Weber is really good. I can't remember if he's got more potential to give or if he's hit it, but he's still very good anyway. Højlund stays on. Does need some help. Will get some help in the spirit of Garnacho land. He's not in that with any power, is he? Again, slight rotation for some of these players. Rest as well. 2 weeks we've got Liverpool. Thankfully we've got a 2-week break before that. Some of them are away on international duty though. Gilman nods it to Garnacho. I'm going to try and find Bowman. I don't know if it'll work. It's a great ball if it does, and it has. Bowman, Gilman, Land, Garnacho. That is beautiful play. That is fucking phenomenal play, man. Just as Garnacho's about to make way, because I want to give Laurent 20 before we don't use him again this episode. That's started from Garnacho and ended with Garnacho. That's great play. He's launched it to Bowman. Hjulman plays it in to Land, and then Garnacho, all he has to do is wrong foot the bloody insane goalkeeper that is Frederic Renal today, and he does. He slides it into the bottom corner. It is 2-0 Manchester United, and that should seal the deal. We will be making changes now. Garnacho can come off for Laurent. Carreras can have a full 90. Bayer can come on for Højlund. And Burmo can have 20. Fuck it. Everything else I'm fine with. Martinez has been solid. Weber's been solid. It's not really needing to rest them. It's just they've done all they need to do today. Might as well give some other players some minutes Because they won't. A lot of them won't be getting minutes against Liverpool. I'll tell you that. If any of them come into my inbox and say, "Excuse me," if like a Tigo Land or a Frederick Weber or what's his name, Fritz Weber, Franz Weber, whatever his name is, if Weber comes in, if a Land comes in and Burmo comes in or anything like that, says, "Can I get minutes against Liverpool, boss?" You're getting the door slammed in your face. Good tackle by Nico Gonzalez. Tigo Land unable to keep up. He's had a really good game today. And it gives Bruno a full rest heading into referee. Not heading into the referee, but heading into the game against... fucking my brain is not good. I'm resting Bruno to go into the game against Liverpool. That's why I'm not subbing Land off. Let me fucking refresh myself sometimes. Because I have a thought and I just look at stuff on the TV screen, I just kind of tail off and not finishing my thought. Either that, or I explain it too quickly, and it's kind of like my brain is just not like alive. Go on, Franz. Do you know what? For a brief second, I was about to go absolutely ballistic Saurus Rex because Agarte's goal might have been topped. However, it went wide. We've got some really good fucking goals from this series, I'll tell you that. I know these are top quality players, you'd expect it, but Bruno Fernandes, Manuel Ugarte, Garnacho scored some bangers, Bowman's probably scored a banger or two, Scalia. There's probably a lot of bangers that I'm forgetting as well. Even I feel like Martinez has probably got one hidden somewhere. And it will be away by us there. Martinez does well enough. And Weber covers. Just feels so good having Weber, like he's so calm and cool and collected with it. Carreras. Oh, I want that to go into fucking Laurent, but he didn't make the move in, so it never happened. There's something I want to happen, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, does it? No. It's fine. Martinez will cover. Obviously, Martinez is very much still my main centre-back. And the rest of the defence kind of play around him. Which is fine. Laurent picked out. Is that onside? If it's onside, it's one hell of a pass. And it has been given. Adam Laurent got his first goal earlier in the Carabao Cup against Bournemouth, I believe. I think it was Bournemouth. Been a long episode. And his first Premier League goal against Palace. And I believe it's Manuel Ugarte who's threaded this through to perfection. And it's just really well placed. And that will secure the 3 points if it wasn't already secured, which I think it was. I think there was no issue in that. It's been a really good display. I'd like to keep a clean sheet, but if they get one, innit? I almost spoke that into existence. I might actually be really good at that. I literally nearly just spoke it into existence. I was like, oh, okay. And Nketiah smashes off the post, a wide door, thankfully. We hold on to the clean sheet for now. But I nearly called the script as it was on the screen. Nearly at 5 o'clock already. I've still got one more game to go. Thankfully, day off today. I think I said that at the outset of this episode, so I've not really a time limit. But I'm still not going to play any more than 5 games. Laurent. Bayer. Oh, it's a good save from Ronaldo again, who has done everything he can today. We've just been storming it. Carreras. Away. Fuck it. Yolband. He hasn't really caught that as I wanted him to, being real. Carreras. Now Laurent. He's got the pace. Just doesn't have quite the dribbling, mainly because I didn't know which way the defender was going to go, I'll be real. Was there a need for 4 minutes of added time? Is it just so they can get one to ruin my clean sheet? Because if so, then fair enough. Respect. Shithousery. Blocked by Carreras, who is absolutely exhausted. But there's only about 45 seconds left, so there's no issue. Not long to go. Oh, it's actually a goal kick. Well, shiver me timbers. No more goals to be had, but a very good performance. Another dub. We may go top, and if we don't, we're in touching distance of the team that is, and the team that we will be playing next. So, I mean, it doesn't look all bad when you think about it. Alejandro Garnacho doing Garnacho things, as always, being an absolute fucking baller. Tigolan probably the best player, but the Cams seem to get overrated. Not like overrated, like they're not overrated. My point is they seem to get higher like overall ratings than everyone, like every other position. See what I mean? Like my thought just trails off. Basically, Cams get better ratings in my opinion than the other positions, and I need to fucking finish my sentences before I just decide to move on to something else. And I was right with the call because Tigoland is on a 10 rating, 60-40 in terms of possession, 23 shots to 6, 5.2 accepted goals to 1.2 in favour of United. Performance then, Tigo Landosaurus Rex gets a 10 rating as he grabs a goal and an assist today, and he gets the best rating possible. Alejandro Garnacho, of course, he just fucking makes this game so much easier. Bags a goal as well. Manuel Ugarte, another stallion display. Is he rediscovering Season 2 levels? He's getting there. He's on his way there, but there was a special time when Ugarte just would stop anything and everything. And in terms of attacking-wise, he's been a bit more involved. Defensively, he's getting there too. We might have even got a better than Season 2 Ugarte. We'll just have to see as the season progresses. Assist though from him helps his cause. 8.4 for Hjulmand as well. Oman with an 8.1 after just making 2 saves, which is a bit generous, but we'll take it. Hoyland didn't get a goal, but did well enough to get an 8.1. And Fritz Weber, yeah, definitely my favourite centre back out of the two there. Martinez was solid, but Weber was definitely better. An assist from Manuel Martinez at 7.6, and Laurent with the other goal to seal it late, 7.5 from the Frenchman. As for Crystal Palace, Colin Kenny was their man of the match, 7.2. Somehow Ronaldo didn't get it, probably because he conceded 3. But look how many saves he made. 17 shots, 14 saves, 3 conceded. Very good display, but a little too much in the end. The low ones especially were the ones he struggled with. And in the end, it is a dub for us, and those are the rest of the ratings. Maybe not quite the team that they should have started with. By the end of the day, I don't think anyone would have stopped us today. Post-match interview time. Bash. I want to see what Liverpool did. They're not showing me they'll leave me fucking... What's the word? Blue-balled. The result. Yeah, no, solid. We'll put a celebration on and make his morale even better. Can I click celebration? I've clicked it 4 times. It's just a little bit of delay, because this game is fucking slow as balls. Before we even go into the Liverpool game, I'm going to go fucking transfer hub and see who they've got. I'm not missing out on anybody that I shouldn't be missing out on. Yeah, more celebrations for Hjulmand. Absolute baller again. Can you ask about somebody else now, so he doesn't get complacent? Tigoland, absolute fucking general in the midfield. He is a good understudy to Bruno, but the problem is, the problem is his game time, because Bruno is just so fucking insane. He's been a bit quieter today, Bruno Fernandes, but he's still not been bad. He's had a man of the match again today. I believe he got a 10 rating against fucking whoever we played before Bayern. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm assuming Liverpool won because they're still top. I don't really know what to do with Land, because I want him to grow, but he's just not going to get enough game time here. And that is not anyone's fault, but Bruno Fernandes is for being so fucking good. Right then. So all the plans, and then we will advance. Oh wait, shit! It's fucking 2 weeks, isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Forgot it was 2 weeks. We advance to Liverpool. Anything else on the way, like a transfer offer or anything I give a shit about? Rule update for Canal. I don't even know who he is. Is he one that we just brought in from the last report? I don't know. We'll go through the task list first and foremost. Marcus Rashford is back. Do we want to use him against Liverpool? Yes. Am I going to use him against Liverpool? We'll put him on the bench, I think. I don't know yet. What I do know is that two youth player roles are available. Canal and Mann are those two. Mann is still an okay fullback, solid enough. He won't ever play for us. And Canal, potential's gone down again. Probably another one won't play for us. The only one that will play for us, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, unless Mandal decides to be a fucking baller, it looks like it is going to be this man. And it's going to be a while till he actually plays for us as well. But if I continue this off screen, which I probably will, the only one that will even get a sniff is it Louis Weston? Leon Weston? One of them. He's a Weston. Someone else is top. You might be asking who that is, and the answer is Brighton. They must have played already. They won't stay top today, though. They will fall off the top of the perch because let me direct you through this, ladies and gentlemen. If we win, we'll go top. If it's a draw, Liverpool will go top because they'll have 19 points, and we'll go second because we'll have 18 points but more goal difference. And if Liverpool win, they'll go top outright. So either way, when it ends today, when all said and done, Brighton will still not be top by the end of the episode. But that is the top four as it stands. We've still got to play. Who else has got to play? West Brom and West Ham. That really doesn't affect me, does it? Especially as West Ham are now in the relegation zone. Ooh. Burnley, West Brom down there as well. But the main fucking event has arrived. It is Liverpool versus Manchester United. It's actually Manchester United versus Liverpool because we're the hosts. Power got a hat-trick because Chelsea beat Villa. He'd be good to sign, but it just wouldn't be realistic, would it? Don't give a shit about any of this. Chelsea beat Zurich. Barca beat Real Madrid in the Women's Champions League. I don't even know who's in all that. I don't even know if you could check that. Finland, Ukraine. These are just some international results. I'm not really arsed, to be honest. With the latest form dipping, many fans are left confused as to why Aston Villa purchased him in the first place. Poor Matthias, man. 95 million down the drain. Matthias Delete is shit again. We offloaded at right time, but I do feel a little bit bad. Carlos Rodriguez is seen meeting with New Zealand officials in a local hotel late last week. Yeah, I'm not going to manage him. So we got back-to-back player of the months with Bruno Fernandes. I'll be really surprised. Fernandes' impressive performances. I just put both those words together. For Manchester United, earned the Premier League Player of the Month award, and Man United themselves are taking a screenshot, even though they have the award in Carrington or Old Trafford, depending on where they put it. Maybe Bruno's taking it home, and that's why they need a screenshot. I don't know. Basically, what the fuck? Some of the team of the week then, this is how it looks. We've got Garnacho, Weber and Land in there after the win over Crystal Palace, and Blank scored for the first time this season to push Manchester United for a 3-0 win against Crystal Palace. That is Tigo Land, who is blank, by the way, and after a great performance in the match against Crystal Palace, Land is named player of the match. So before we go and see what Liverpool, actually before we even go into the media, we're going to go have a big look, because I know they've got a defender that I really like and really want in, I think his name's Winter. There's one of them, he's like 20, but like 83 rated or something, or 19, but like 83 rated or something. It's not Christian Abate, although he is one that looks alright. So let's take a look at what they've got. They've got Mamadashvili in between the sticks, not really a backup, although Yarosh is alright enough. But yeah, Mamadashvili, the big main goalkeeper. They've got Christian Abate, who's obviously a regen. Kanji at this point is mad, to be fair. They're playing great. Owen Beck. Trent's still there at 30. There's a lot of contracts expiring. I maybe should check our list again at some point, but I don't care at this point. Like I said, we've got our team. Serginho Dest, Benjamin Pavard, Stevenson, Ramsey, Simicas. This is the guy I want about, Alexander Winter. Would love to sign him, but due to obviously realism, I'm not going to be able to, because he's at Liverpool. I'm not going to sign from Liverpool. And they've got Simicas as well. So I'm assuming it'll be a Dest, Winter, Pavard, Trent, back four. Or Kanji, maybe. Kanji or Pavard. One of them should be Winter. And if it's not, I've got questions. Mark Bernal, Harvey Elliott looking quite good at this point. Somehow, he always seems to have really good potential. McAllister, he is really good, so we'll let him off. Curtis Jones is alright. McConnell. Emilio Ortiz, who has potential to be special. Not entirely sure who this is the regen or pre-gen of. My guess, it wouldn't be Yamal, would it? I don't think so. It'd be the same age probably at this point. Fuck knows, but he looks really good. Might be a Nico Williams pre-gen, because they did have him and then sold him to Villa, and this is probably the reason why. He looks really good as well. Why do Liverpool have to get all the fucking good players? Well, yeah, he might be on the fucking pitch, so that'll be an issue. They've got Cristobal Ortiz as well, slightly worse, but not by much. Rodri as well, who is in bad form, but he's 91 rated still, and then Dominic Szoboszlai. Attack-wise, they've got Chiesa, Diaz, Gakpo, so they haven't really changed much in that, so it'll probably be that front three. But they've also got Vasilios Papadopoulos, who looks really cool. Just a name alone sways me, but yeah, it's a really good team. I can see why they're top. We are going to struggle. I'm just not sure how much we're going to struggle. So now we've done a full scout report of the whole team. Let's go look at their team, and then we'll do the media. Actually, we'll do this first. So Maradashvili is in between the sticks. Dest, Akanji, Pavard, and Alexander-Arnold in the back four. Pavard has the armband. I suppose Van Dijk's either retired or left at this point. He might have retired. McConnell and McAllister are centre mids, apparently. That's an interesting one when they've got so many good ones. And Elliott at Cam, Diaz, Chiesa, Gakpo. I feel like there probably will be some switches to that. I feel like that Ortiz kid will start instead of Diaz. I feel like the Winter kid will start ahead of either Akanji or Pavard. At least that's what I'd be doing. I think Szoboszlai maybe comes in from McConnell. That would be my moves, but I'm not top of the league. Then again, neither are they. 4 wins and 1 loss in their last 5 matches. They play, obviously, the tiki-taka. We know that. Key defensive players, Pavard and McAllister, and the key attacking players, Elliott and Chiesa. So we'll go into the team stats. Who's balling out for him? Gakpo's not really had the nod up front. It is actually Vasilios Papadopoulos with 4 goals, but he's not even their best player. Because you got Luis Diaz, who inexplicably, and don't get me wrong, for a Liverpool player, I don't mind Luis Diaz, and he is good. But he's not Salah levels of good. And speaking of Salah, he's still there. He's not really getting much appearances now. He's kind of on the way down. Might even be retiring soon. My point is, why is he getting 7 and 7? Because he did this like a previous season as well. Maybe he's just very good, and I don't appreciate quite how good he is. I'm also curious as well because... just want to make sure we've checked everything here. I think we're all good. I didn't see Salah on the list of players that Liverpool had. So my presumption, by that knowledge, is that Mr. Mohamed Salah will be hanging up the football boots. No. Maybe he was there, I just didn't see him. He's on a contract to expire, but you don't want a washed Mohamed Salah. You want prime. The other player I was going to check was Verge. He might have retired. Or if not, he's damn close. No, he's still there. 37. He is at Leverkusen, I think. Arsenal. That's 78 rated. Don't even know if he plays for him in the starting team. His contract's expiring. Again, there's probably quite a lot of contract expiries in that list that I have where I scouted for contract expiry players. But the thing is, I just haven't checked it. And that's on me, I'll be honest, because Camavinga is a bargain. We beat Real Madrid, so maybe we could force their hand if they don't sign the contract with him. But realistically, it's not going to happen. I need to take a proper look at this list sometime. It's been a while. There might be some bargains we could genuinely get for depth reasons, like a Zubimendi, who's not got contract expiry, but he's just an example. Chaibi, again, he's not, but it's just an example. So I need to really look at that at some point. Matthias Tell's in there. I don't think his contract will be expiring, but might be a good signing if West Ham go down. Especially if West Ham go down. He's coming in. Don't give a shit. Right, let's get on to the task at hand. Speak to the media, and then we host Liverpool today. And as we load into the game, I'm going to go get my phone charger because my phone is on near-death experience levels. Yeah, celebrate Garnacho. Bruno did really well, yeah. Long may it continue. Oh, Garnacho's bloody complacent. And oh man, he's been good recently, but Liverpool's always a toughie. Right then, onwards into the battle. Can we dub up, or at least get a draw, remain invincible, or will this be the end of the run? Before we go in, excuse me there, I saw you. I don't think I didn't see you. Not getting away with that, mister. I don't know what I'm on about, by the way. Roman Bowman went up to 85. I want to see if this development plan will work better doing something else now. He's got 89 pace, so I'm absolutely okay with that. I would maybe like a bit more shooting on him. What would take the... Yeah, inside forward is the quickest. We'll do that, and then we'll maybe switch it up, try and get some more passing stats involved. But the pace is fine now. He could even get faster, but the pace is fine. And he'll be 86 rated. But it says 28 weeks, but that could be even by January. Did I just say that Burn was on a balanced plan and I forgot to do it all this time? Joe, it's fine. He can't get better, so it's not like it's a big deal. While we're here, is there anyone else I fucking forgot about? Probably. No, we're good. We're good, she. Sweet. Right. Into battle then. Sorry, I interrupted myself there. Obviously, I'm just going to go with the strongest team. It's probably right on your screen there. Although I kind of want to twat Heelman then instead of Minor. No, we'll go with that. Obviously, Rashford gets a bench spot. Maybe see if we can reintroduce him. Land gets a rest because Bruno's not going to fucking come off anyway unless he's injured. And if he does get injured, we'll just stick Laurent or something there. If Bruno gets injured in this match after I put Land on the bench, I will be throwing hands. If Bruno gets injured full stop, I'll be throwing hands. Right, so that is the team we are going to go with. I'm going to make sure all the tactics are on. I need to do this on the main menu, really, but I just forget every time. Slash it sometimes doesn't do it properly, so I'm just going to make sure we do it here. For some of the smaller teams, it's not really a big deal. But for some of the bigger teams, I want to make sure we are as ready to go as we can. It doesn't really matter who's ball playing and who's stopper out of those two. I'm going to leave it at that. I really wish... I mean, maybe we go sign a right back that's got a plus. Just so we've got a full plus. I'm curious, why have I not got any ticks? Like, I've not got any crosses, why have I not got any ticks? I'll distribute team. Team Harley versus I mean, we're fine. Oh, the ticks are on the fucking little fucking bottom bit. That's fine. Nagarte lacks mobility. You've not seen him fucking play. No, this is fine. This is fine. It works. Hopefully. Anyway, so final game of today. Then we host Liverpool. Oman in goal. Cariolo and Dalot as the fullbacks. Martinez and Inacio as the centre backs. A full 88 back line, by the way. It's just so beautiful. Agarte 88 as well. CDM. Mainu could maybe push towards 88. He is the partner of Manuel Agarte. Bruno Cam and captain. Garnacho off the left. Bowman now at 85 and still fucking growing, still potential to be special. It was the right move, I think, moving on Kvaratskhelia because I wanted Bowman to be the man. And so far, it's mixed results, but mostly good. And then, of course, Rasmus Højlund might be his last start up top, but he will start up top here against Liverpool. At Old Trafford, then, it's Manchester United versus Liverpool. The reason I'm bringing both Rashford and Bayer, by the way, is in case I don't want to bring on Rashford and risk it. Right, as I said, I'm going to go get my phone charger real quick. Commentator made the most obvious statement known to mankind. Not a lot of love between these two clubs. That's why they're called rivals, mate. Both teams very much, of course, in the title race. Liverpool second, United third. Brighton steal top spot for one game only. Because regardless of the result, one of these teams will end the day top. We made the maths work. Liverpool win, they go top. It's a draw, Liverpool go top anyway, and we go into second. And if we win, we go top, obviously. Either way, Brighton do not end the day top. It'll be one of us. But which team will it be? Liverpool have more chance of it because they're a point ahead of us. But what are they bringing to the table then? Mamardashvili, Pavard, Winter, Abate, Tsimikas, Rodri, Ortiz, Soboslai, Chiesa, Diaz, Papadopoulos. It's not the lineup I quite thought they were going to go with, but they've got the two regen centre-backs, which is kind of what I thought they would go with. No Trent, though, which is interesting. But we kick things off at Old Trafford, looking, if not for a win, then just looking to stay undefeated. We'd like to go invincible. It might not happen, but it'd just be nice, alright? Bowman, early on, it's away by Abate. Lawrence down to Bruno, but Soboslai puts a lot more effort into win that than Bruno did, I'll be real. This is a man to watch, though. Luis Diaz. 7 goals in 7 games for the Colombian. Somehow always seems to have really good numbers. Only 1 assist, though, so I'm not too worried about his crosses. And Cadiolo blocks that from Chiesa. Again, it really could go either way, this one. If we win, good. If we draw, I'll take it. If we lose, I'll be slightly upset because I kind of want to go invincible, but I won't be surprised either. I want it to be minor there. It just didn't let me minor at all. Bruno. That will go to Kobe. I don't think that'll get to Garnacho because it didn't lock onto him, so... Kind of adds that one. Oh, referee! Referee! Where's the fucking advantage? I'm on the floor still! Pavard gets an early yellow. Intriguing when he's got 85 minutes of Garnacho and Cadiolo to run at him all game. There is a chance that Liverpool might lose Pavard. And if memory serves me correct, it would be the first time Pavard got sent off against me. That's how I remember that. I know he's had a red card against me, that's all. I don't know where this is going. I've aimed it at Garnacho. Got Fernandez, which actually might be the better option. Kobe. Couldn't quite focus his way through. Garnacho. Oh, you Pillock. Oh, I'm calling him Pillock. It's a really good bit of defence. There's no need for him. Do you know what, Garnacho? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Pillock. Just would like the ball back, you know, and it's got a little bit angry. Sometimes the anger overtakes me and I call you a Pillock. It's nothing. It's not personal. A lot of Pillocks in this world, including the streamer that is streaming this. So just pass that straight to Liverpool. And Papadopoulos tries from range. It's closed down, I believe, by Gonzalo Inacio. And we get it Gonzer. We can get even more Gonzer. There is no marking Garnacho from Benjamin Pavard. We could cut in all the way. He's gone past Winter. He's gone past Pavard. It's blocked by Abate. Bowman won't win the header. That could have been curtains there. Turned 2 Liverpool players inside out there, but Abate blocking it. I think Mora just really had it covered anyways. He dove for it, but you just need a double check sometimes. Oh, fuck off if I not made the tackle, cunt. Tsimikas try to pick out Chiesa. Another volley attempt way off target. If that's their plan, cross it to Chiesa, see if he can whack it in. It's maybe not the most effective plan I've ever heard of. Gonna try and find Højlund here. Should be able to knock it down in the path of Garnacho. No. Cadiolo. Bruno. Oh, yeah, rat bastard. Martinez gets enough of a foot in there. Sorry, I was just listening to the commentators. Wanted to see what you would predict for this match. They're saying a draw, which I probably agree with, to be honest. I'd like to win it, but I'm not opposed to a draw. I know it would put us top today, but it would keep us undefeated, and Liverpool look really good. Although, that is a huge mistake. That might even be a bigger mistake. No, Bowman does well. The pass was not great from Højlund, I will admit. Agarte gets caught. Szoboszlai doing well tracking back. Some interesting omissions. Salah is not one of them. But the Ortiz that's got potential to be special isn't playing, which is an interesting one. Gakpo isn't starting. McAllister not on the pitch either. It might just be a case of too much talent. And we suffer from the same thing, to be honest, so I can kind of understand it. Bowman, by the way, that is fucking delicious. Could he go all the way? Probably needs to knock it back. Højlund. It's a great save from Mamardashvili. Bowman does so well, by the way, to control that and then plough through. Once we've got his development plan a bit more towards shooting, maybe we do put a bit more pace on it just to make him the ultimate fucking pace demon. Unfortunately, it won't be the ultimate pace demon because we employ Adam Laurent, but it wouldn't be bad with the old pacer Rooney. That's going to be short to Manuel. One back to Bruno. Ball is deep towards Højlund. It's away only as far as Gonzalo Inacio, who knocks it a lot heavier than I would have liked. It falls to Dalot, who twats it. I thought it was in. I was about to say who twats it into the near post. It's just the wrong side from the Portugueser. I thought that was in, really. Imagine if he was the one that puts in the lead against Liverpool. Out of all the players we've got, I would have been opposed by it because it would have put us in the lead. And I thought I was in momentarily. Unlucky from Diogo Dalot. Martin Villa has options. What's he going to use? He's going to go long to Szoboszlai. Can Inacio climb? He can, but it falls. Oh, he wasn't. He was challenging Papadopoulos. Szoboszlai does get a loose ball. Manu wins it back though. Garnacho needs some support. Not going to be as easy to run past all these Liverpool players as it is some of the other ones. Agarte, Bowman. Can he get past Tsimikas? Goes round once. Cuts inside. Finds a ball not intended for Højlund, more intended for Garnacho, but it is away. Cariolo. Garnacho now. Back out to Cariolo. That was the ball I wanted. That was the ball that I got. He goes all the way in and absolutely fucks it, because that was... I'll be real, I just fucked that up. Like, that's not really any excuse there. I tried to dribble down the line and I completely fucking moved my stick the wrong way. That's on me. That was just poor stick movement, as they say. Yeah, okay. It could have been something there, but I turned it to nothing. My apologies. Nothing separated sides yet, but I reckon we've been better. We've been better from most first halves today. It's just haven't been able to get the result from being better. Bowman might try and find Garnacho here, but it's just not got anything on it. Oh, that is a mistake from the goalkeeper. Bruno, it's Winter. Oh, Winter blocks it. That was poor from Mamardashvili, poor decision making, and Bruno took advantage. That's not meant to go that far. It was meant to go to the man, 4 yards in front of him. Fuck me, I guess. Dalot does well to stop Luis Diaz. Agarte and Bruno has been struggling. Fair enough. Not to dissociate with being mid. I mean, you would, because the midfielders, but like in terms of performance, Dalot's been really good, which I like. It would have been easier to maybe sign someone new in, but keeping faith with Dalot has worked so far. The ball is in from Diaz, but it's held by Oman, and there was no man marching. Garnacho was open. I can't fucking speak. Now Cariolo. Højlund is making the move. Can he make the move? No, he can't. Garnacho wins the ball under pressure. Cariolo. Bruno. Agarte. Need really Bruno or Garnacho to cut in here. Cariolo. Garnacho can't get it. It's a really good block. It could be last chance of the half going to the pool here. Martinez does really well to prevent that going to the pool. And do we have one more in us? Is the game going to give it? He's going to give it one more. He's going to give it Garnacho to the end of the season. Tries to play it to Højlund. Maybe should have just gone solo with Garnacho. At the break, though, it is goalless. As it stands, Liverpool will return to the summit with us 1 point behind. Bruno's usually on job, but today's been really quiet. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but we'll keep an eye on it going into the second half. If we need to pull out a T-goal land a masterclass, so be it. Realistically, I don't think it will be the case. I think we'll be aight. Alright then, let's see what we got half time. 54 to 46 turns of possession, slightly dictating the play. 4 shots each. Only 1 on target from each team though. 0.8 to 0.4 expected goals. Similar passes, slightly more tackles in our favour. It is pretty much cut straight down the middle. Man of the match so far for Manchester United is Zan Oman with that one save he's made. Garnacho hasn't really Garnacho'd as much as I would like him to, but he is getting there. Bowman, again, isn't Bowmaning as much as I would like him to. Agarte has been uncharacteristically bad apparently, and I don't think he's been that bad personally, but he's not got bad stats. How is he a 5.5? Well, Bruno's been shit, and you wouldn't expect him to be shit. But anyway, we continue. Liverpool, their best player is their goalkeeper as well. He's had 1 save. Winter is 7.1. I knew he'd be good. I knew Abate would be good, and they proved me right. But their attack isn't showing much, so this might just end as a goalless draw. Who fucking knows? I'd like to win it, but it doesn't seem like either team has the capability yet. We'll go into the second half, see what we've got going on. Oh, well. Cancelling each other out so far. Liverpool have been slightly more superior defensively. We've been slightly more superior offensively. Here's a run straight to Cadiolu. Like, what I mean by that is that they've stopped us, but we have created a lot more chances than they have. So it might be one of those games where it's just a 1-goal fucking thing. Whoever gets the goal wins the match, and they might get the goal because the pass has gone to the wrong fucking player. Great save, Zan Oman. Why does it do that? Why is it that it's quite obvious where I want the ball to go and it just decides to fucking go in a different direction? It's like, no. Mino skips past Rodri. Bruno needs something from him today. He's been closed down by Rodri and Ortiz. Well, that particular time anyway. He's just not really been involved. It's hard to involve him either because the Liverpool defence is just really good. I don't want to praise Liverpool, because fuck Liverpool, but they're pretty good. And they're going to try and get to this man. He's their top scorer. He's got 7 and 7. Looking for 8 and 8 today against the Premier League champions. I won't be surprised if he finds it, but I would hope we can at least get a goal first, if not after. I just don't want to lose, right? Good tackle, Agarte. That's what you're capable of on your day. And now it could be counter-attacking because there's a lot of players that have gone all the way up for Liverpool, and Højlund does need some help. That's not the pass I wanted at all. Martinez does win the header though, keeps it alive. Bruno. Now Mino. Can Cobby find something? Cadiolu. Ball swinging in, perhaps it's away by Winter. I don't think the crosses are going to work this game. Mino fights for it, quite literally, but doesn't win it. There might be some changes required. I don't really know what they are going to be, but there might be some changes required. I think we bring on Rashford, honestly. I don't know if we should, but I think we need to. Good save, oh man, because Papadopoulos was left behind. I didn't think he'd go near post, to be honest. I was trying to come for the far post shot. Ortiz comes off from McAllister. I think we are going to make that change. I don't know if it's the right move, but there's you just don't know. All right, has Rashford lost a bit while he's been injured, or is he the man still to rely on? I guess is the narrative for his last half hour. This last half hour. We're going to do it. The number 10 makes his return in what is potentially the most important game. Oh, it's good play. Will they find a way through? They will. Good save, oh man. Oh my god, I hate corners, especially against teams with this system, man, because they just fucking pass it around and I don't know where they're going to pass it. I don't know which way it's going to go. And it is really hard to read, especially against a team that's good. Is there a difference maker in this one? Is there going to be a difference maker for Liverpool? Is there going to be a difference maker for Manchester United? There's nobody to really counter on this with. Garnacho's making the run. I'm just going to try and launch it and hope, to be honest. Chiesa is staying with him. Rashford is staying in there. That shouldn't have been lifted. That's so poor from me. I'm so sorry. Shouldn't have lifted that. Should have just been on the floor. That might have been Rashford's return moment. Agarte, Bruno, Cariola, back into Bruno. That's not got enough on it. It's just lazy. It's just lazy football sometimes that can be avoided. Federico Chiesa tries to take it round Inacio. No success there from the Italian. Mainu now. We do a lot down the left, don't we? But that's because we've got a Ballon d'Or winner down the left. It's not really rocket science. Rashford has gone too early. And again, a 0-0 draw, not what I'm looking for, but I will accept if it has to be. Would like to win. I'm absolutely desperate not to lose. So a draw would have to, if a draw's all I'm getting, a draw's I'm just going to have to fucking put up with. But my God, we are on for the counter. And we are on. Again, it's a stupid fucking ball. That one should have been in the air, but it's just travelled too fucking far, too fucking fast. I need to stop swearing so much. You get my point. Like, it was the right idea, it was just a wrong execution. Luis Diaz, I don't know what you are doing there, sir, but I will take the ball back if you're offering it. Bowman. Rashford. Can he do it? In his return to football from Manchester United. Oh, he can! Oh, he can! Well, he's back. Marcus Rashford returns from injury and he scores. If there was any doubt after his injury that he was finished, he's only just beginning. He's back and he's put us ahead. The risk pays off and Marcus Rashford puts us 1-0 up against Liverpool. That might be up there with some of the best decision making in the series, you know. That might be up there with the best. We brought on a man who's not fully back yet. His elbow's probably still killing him, because that was his injury in the first place that took him out for 2 months. But he's come back and he's rattled one past Liverpool. And it's a complete opposite from what he's doing in real life. I know that. But, like, sometimes the unlikely stars are the ones that, you know, the ones struggling in real life. Good block. Inacio. I've got to give credit to Inacio. Martinez has been solid as well, but special credit goes to Gonzalo Inacio, who's been fucking top drawer today. He's blocked about everything. Blocked as much as you could. And Diogo Dalot's on a surging run here. And Rashford's on the edge of the area again. It's blocked. But Rashford is looking sharp. I know his sharpness was quite low, but obviously he's looking sharp. We won't be able to just chuck him into the next game, I don't think. We're just going to let him, like, you know, recover a bit more, but referee. Where's the advantage? He's fouled the fucking goalkeeper. There was no advantage when you fouled the keeper. Mate. How was that not a booking as well, by the way? He's gone through Oman without a second care, and there's no yellow or anything. If that's me, it's a red. And Tsimikas makes way, presumably for a regen, because I do not recognise this man, and he looks regen. I don't know how you can look regen, but you get my point. It is Ortiz, who is the left back / left mid. Can we find a second one? Right, Garnacho, calm the fuck down, lad. That did not need to have as much power on it as it had. Arne Slot now just trying to do whatever he can. Akanji comes on for Winter, who is displeased. And Arne Slot having a word with him saying, "You done good, kid." And he did do good. Him and Abate have been really good. It's just when you've got Rashford, and I didn't think he'd come back and score, to be honest. I wasn't even planning on bringing him back on, but I thought, you know, maybe it'd be a good little stage to see if we could win this game. We still haven't won it yet. Luis Diaz is still playing football on this pitch, and he's got 7 and 7. Thankfully, his delivery shit. We've got 1 minute to hold out. And I know Bayern was a big result, but this would be even bigger. It would catapult us to the top of the table. It would show how much of a good defensive unit we are now, as well as an attacking unit. And we're going to go short, obviously, now, because Rashford's back on the pitch, and he doesn't win headers. So we've got to play it short. I'm just curious where to go to. They're leaving a lot of gaps, actually. Garnacho leaving a lot of gaps, and Rashford will seal it. He is fucking back with a bang. Well, there was a couple of, you know, titles I was thinking of going with for this episode. And the main one was that we played Bayern again in a Champions League final rematch. That was kind of the one I was thinking. But this man has not missed a beat. He's landed on that elbow, so we might have to have a talk about that at the end of the game. But he's not missed a beat. It feels so good to have someone you put faith in, even though he did get injured, to just come back and show why you put that faith in him against the biggest club in the league, besides us. Papadopoulos tries late, but we're going to just boot off the pitch. I'm not risking any bullshit. We will defeat Liverpool in the final game of today. It is a 2-0 victory. It is Marcus Rashford. I fucking my mate, like, I don't even know what to say. That might be the best managerial decision we've ever had. It really sets the tone. If Rashford's back, nobody's fucking safe. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Out of all the heroes in this career mode, I've said this many times, and I'm saying it again because it's just probably the biggest performance he's ever put in. Of all the heroes, I don't think there's ever going to be like as big a one who's managed to have such a redemption arc as Marcus Rashford. Who knew him at striker was the fucking hidden gem? Man of the match goes to Zano Man, who did keep Liverpool at bay, and that is, you know what, full fucking credit to him, because he put in some really good saves, and I'm not disputing him being man of the match. But this man right here, Marcus Rashford, just come back from a 3-month injury or 2-month injury, whatever it was, a broken elbow, to come back and just put 2 past Liverpool as if he never fucking left. He made it look casual. He made it look regular. I don't understand it. Well, I'm very happy about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm overjoyed with it. Garnacho with an assist at 7.9, Bowman with the other assist at 7.8. And this team is fire. Do you know what? I want to plough through these episodes just purely because I'm enjoying this career mode that much, and just because I want to continue as much as I can. I don't know if I have the time to do that, but I want to. And I'm going to try to. I'm going to try and put 3 hours, 3.5 hours aside. It's not easy. But I'll try and do as much as I can because I'm really loving this career mode. I think this team now that Rashford's back, I think the team's complete. Plenty of striker depth, plenty of depth everywhere. Alexander Winter was their best player, and he showed a little bit why I want to sign him, but obviously can't because he's at Liverpool. 7.7. Cristobal Ortiz is 7.5. He was solid. Szoboszlai was alright, and Abate I thought was the better centre back, to be honest. But the game's given it Winter till the end of the season. No goals for the pool though, and Mardashvili with 3 shots only made 1 save, 2 conceded in the end. They probably deserved a match more, but we dug deep and we brought on the game changer. I meant to go to the match facts, but I'm happy to see that fucking Rashford got 2 of the goals again. 51 to 49 in terms of possession, 10 shots to 8, 2.2 expected goals to 2.1. I love Marcus Rashford. That's all I need to say this. Love him. Absolutely love the bones off him. That sounds really weird, I know, the way I've phrased that. Point is, there's a lot of legends that will come out of this career mode. Rashford is absolutely up there. He's never going to get the Ballon d'Or. He's never going to get the recognition he deserves in terms of like individual awards. But in terms of the past season and a half, or just season really, ever since the Hoyland injury at the start of last season, he stepped in. And even though we did have goals coming in from Hoyland and Bayer, while Rashford himself was injured at the start of this season, you can tell it hasn't felt the same. It's not had the same kind of, vibe. I can't believe I'm saying this, but in 2028, a 31-year-old or 30-year-old Rashford is my striker, and he will be to the end. I don't know what we fed him or who. I don't know. I don't know Rashford. He's one of the weirdest anomalies in this career mode because obviously in real life he is struggling. He's out at Villa on loan, but in this career mode he just shines, and I'm not going to stop him from shining. I'm going to let him continue shining. I'm going to let him do what he wants because he's good when we let him do what he wants. There is a message here now for Kobe Mainu, who I believe it says potential of 88, which is just obscene. Some of these stats now, some of these ratings are just obscene. Now, I want to put this into perspective. This is the team now. We've got 6 88 rated players. I mean, above 88 rated, it's pretty much everyone besides Hoyland and Bowman. Obviously, now that he's back, Rashford will get the fucking started spot. I meant to actually change that, but I've done all the wrong button presses. But my point is, like, fucking hell, he's just ridiculous. Obviously, won't be able to use him for a little bit, because he'll need to get his sharpness back. But, that, again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that is an incredible fucking decision from me. Managerially, we'll just put everyone on the energy plan and then switch Rashford to the sharpness, because that'll be quicker to do. Oh man, we'll just keep him on the sharpness. And everybody else can stick on the sharpness. We don't really change anything there. So we're going to just call it a day there, to be honest. Obviously, I'll sim up to the next game, which is a fucking massive one. As we play AC Milan in the Champions League, and it kicks off an episode which I think is slightly easier besides that game. But I'm going to double check. We sit top of the fucking group. But this is it'll end October, this next episode. We host Milan at home. We then travel to Fulham, travel away to Luton in the Carabao Cup. We then come home to play Luton, and Slavia Prague is our other Champions League game on Halloween to end October. So besides Milan, might be a bit more rotation next episode, see what other people can do. But it's a really good episode today. 3 clean sheets out of 5. 4-2 wins over Bournemouth and Newcastle. A huge 2-0 win over Bayern Munich at the Allianz. A huge 3-0 win against Palace, who were actually not too bad, but we broke through them eventually. And then, yeah, back to 3 clean sheets in a row now. A 2-0 win, 2-0 wins over 2 of the biggest teams that we needed them over. 5 straight wins. In fact, actually, is it more than 5 straight wins? When was the last time we lost? Actually, have we lost? Because we haven't, have we? Won the Community Shield on penalties. We've dropped points twice this season. We have dropped points twice. Every other game we've won. We're yet to lose. And I don't... The only team I'm scared of losing to next episode is probably Milan, which means I'm probably going to lose to like a Luton or something. But that is how the table looks. The 9-0 has really put our goal difference on the fucking map. But even if we didn't have that, we still have 20 goals, which is obscene, to be honest. But yeah, that is how the table looks as we end episode 3 of Season 5. Man United's at top, invincible. Only other team that's still invincible is Brighton, who sits second. Liverpool and Wolves complete the top 4. And as we read down, there might be another invisible team that might have just drawn about 16 games, but it doesn't look like it. And the relegation zone is Newcastle, who have fallen in there now. Mad. Burnley and West Brom. West Ham down that end as well. Spurs not looking fantastic. Luton are above them at the moment. And with the Champions League table, you know how it goes. It's not been... Oh, some have been played, but we're still top. What? Are we just fucking obscene? I've used that word a lot today, but we are still top after some teams have played their games. We beat Milan. We're in a very good spot. We don't beat Milan, then I won't be surprised. We'll still be in a very good spot. And I think that's everything. We'll read the news, check the stats, call it a day. Very happy with today's episode. Barca beat Dortmund 1-0. Napoli beat Slavia Prague 3-1. Premier League Team of the Week has Oman and Rashford in it. Oman, probably the best goalkeeper of the fucking week. Well, he obviously is because he's in there. And then Rashford, an exceptional return. Whether we go with him as the title or whether we go as a Champions League final rematch, I want everyone to know that Rashford is an absolute fucking god. Garnacho's been one of the top performers in each of Manchester United's last games, or latest games, and he looks like a man to watch each time he steps out onto the pitch. After a great performance in the match against Liverpool, Oman is named player of the match, and Rashford is in superb form for Manchester United. It's going to brace this guy decide to a 2-0 win against Liverpool. And my neighbour thought a walking dog. Wait, my neighbours thought my dog was wailing, but it was me all that time? What sort of comment is that? I've not seen that one before. Fulham beat Arsenal. Respect. And again, I'm very happy. So we'll close it out with the stats. I do have a message that I need to answer with Romanus Bomanus. You are the man. I don't think we need to look for a new right winger. You are him. And we can reflect that in a contract if you want more of an important role than rotation, because you are the man. Like, you are my right winger. Because you got one of the most, I think you got most appearances on the team besides Alejandro. So, yeah. First double figures has been hit in all competitions, as Garnacho's now on 10, Bruno on 8, Højlund on 6, Bowman on 5, Rashford on 3, but he's only just come back, and he's come back with a fucking bang. Bayer on 3 as well, Barton on 2, while being on loan at Tottenham Hotspur, 2 for Cariolo, 2 for Ugarte, 2 for Laurent as well, who really got involved today, 1 for Land, 1 for Hjulmand as well. The assists go to Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho, both copping 6 right now. Bowman with 5, Land with 4, Bayer with 3 again, 2 for Cariolo again, 2 for Ugarte again. Some of these players have got same goals and assists, I respect it. And Burmo with 2, Højlund with 2, Dallo with 1, Inacio with 1, Marcus Rashford with 1, as well as Arnau Martinez. How's the loan growth going? I think it's going alright. Russo's looking quite good. Amas is not. Abreu is really fucking falling off a cliff. And Wheatley's still growing, to be fair. Probably been helped by Kvaratskhelia because he's at Leipzig. Bergval's doing alright. Jankovic is doing alright. Barton's doing good. But yeah, the main man who obviously was the standout at the Academy Season 1 is doing everything right. And I love it for him. So that is going to wrap up today's episode. I'm just going to quickly scroll through, see if anyone's needing a new contract to prevent unhappiness and anger and maybe morale going down. But I think everyone is good. We might take a little sneaky look at Robin Bowman's to try and improve his role, because he's been very good, and obviously he's the main man now on the right. So we'll see if we can do that as well. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will try and get the next one done ASAP, but no promises. But we are on a fucking run, and I don't know when it's going to stop. I don't want it to stop. Let it continue. Let us go invincible in the Premier League. Let's win all the Champions League group stage games. Let's just go invincible. Let's not lose a game all season. I doubt it, but you just never know. Take care, and peace.